In memory, we find purpose. We are a Gold Star family, and this is our nephew, Ryan King. His courage, his sacrifice, and his spirit are the cornerstones of Patriot Pride. Founded in his honor, our nonprofit organization is dedicated to serving those who have served us. From financial assistance to housing support, we provide crucial aid to military families, both active duty and veterans, helping to ease their burdens. His legacy lives on in every family we help, every community we strengthen, and every life we touch. This is more than an organization. It's a promise to never forget this is Patriot Pride.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriot Pride channel. How you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing good.
Thank you so much for everybody joining us. Sorry we're running a couple minutes late. We had to wrap a couple things up. So it's awesome to see everybody here. We got a ton of people already in here. So thank you guys so much for coming back and joining us. Mike, how was your day today?
It was good. I just had a couple of training sessions and then some cryo sessions and headed over here.
Nice. Well, look, guys, tonight we got a good one. And I say that every week, right?
You do.
But tonight, I'm telling you, if you guys will just stick with us for a little while, I think you guys are going to be kind of blown away about what we've got for you in store tonight. So it's going to be a pretty intense one, I think, Mike. And
Really?
I think so. I think it's going to blow some people's mind for sure. So real quick, hey, if you're here for the first time, please make sure you hit the sub button. We're trying to get to a goal tonight we've got. So if you're here for the first time, thank you guys so much for joining us. Real quick, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. I'm a member of a Gold Star family. We help military families in need, so we help give back to them. So if you're in here for the first time, hit subscribe. And if you, Kim Wells, welcome to the family. Thank you so much. And if you already subscribed, please just make sure you hit the like button. That's all we ask you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, thank you, Kim. Kim's awesome, right? So I've been deep diving into this, Mike, and I'll give some people a little bit of time to get in here.
Your deep dives scare me.
Yeah, I've been deep diving into it a little bit, man.
You sent me a message the other day that
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. Can we talk about that at all?
Maybe a little while, yeah. Grand, we love you guys. Thank you so much. We got we got some new people, a lot of regulars in here. Hello from Georgia. Thanks for everything. Country gal, go Dogs.
What part of Georgia?
Yeah, what part of Georgia?
South, north, middle?
Queen says I do major dives.
You do some major dives, and you kind of scared me on one that you sent me. And
Did I?
Yeah, because I really didn't. Honestly, I did not sleep that night.
Oh yeah, yeah. We might get into that in a little while.
We don't have to get into that in a little while.
Yeah, that one's a pretty good one. So all right, guys. So let's jump into it. Again, hang in there with us because I think you guys are going to be kind of surprised here in just a little while. So Mike, what I've been doing a lot of research the past few days, right? And so I've taken a deep dive into the world of AI, okay? And I've been using a couple of tools that are supposedly much more intense than ChatGPT, okay?
Okay.
So I kind of want to get into former Augusta resident, back to Florida, go Dogs. So I kind of want to get into what I've come up with. And you guys kind of saw kind of a photo at the beginning of this, right? So it's crazy how well, in my opinion, AI is nowadays, Mike. It's scary, right? I mean, it really...
I'm sorry, I just got a cold burst of air.
Are you serious?
And I was like...
For the first time, right?
Ever. And I literally just got chills. So, if I just felt like...
I was wondering what's going on. Like, what's going on?
There it was.
Hey, Donna. One question, guys. Can you guys hear us well? Because I've done some stuff to the audio as well. So we sound great in our ears, but I just want to make sure. I know sometimes you guys have some problems with the audio. So let us know. Put a thumbs up if the audio's working good for us tonight, please. Patricia, thank you. Okay, wonderful. Country gal, thank you. All right, so thank you. Cool. So maybe we finally get, as long as there's one cord that we cannot touch right there. So we got a new board coming in tomorrow, but yeah, it is scary what AI does. Warrior, yeah.
Look, you good. And when he says we, I don't do any of this stuff. I come and sit my butt in this chair and listen like y'all do.
So we got a lot of people coming into the room, and I really want to allow other people to come in because this is going to be kind of big tonight. And so I don't want to. There's some things we need to go through. We're going to be comparing some stuff. So I want to give some people just a couple of minutes to get into here. So thank you guys. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button for me if you don't mind. We're trying to get. I'm gonna be honest with you. So tonight we got a goal of. Let me see. Our goal is 2750 is the goal tonight, guys. So we only need 55 more subscribers to get to 2750. So you guys, I know you can get us there. So we only need 55 more subscribers. So if you're watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe. But again, Mike, we have thousands of people watch this after we're finished. So all we ask you guys, if you just hit the subscribe button and the like button. Have to leave, not loud enough? I'm sorry. Everybody else says the audio's good. I had that problem on one of my TVs in my house, Mike. So I had great sound on my phone, on my iPad, on two of my TVs, and then I came to one of my TVs in the bedroom, and it wasn't that loud. So Jessica's having some issues. So we sound great on our end, guys. So I'm not sure what's going on. A lot of people say we sound great. So I don't know. It could be the TV you're on. I don't know. Jessica, do you have us on your phone? Because I normally don't have a problem at all on the phone. I usually hear pretty good on the phone. But anyway, Mike, so let me go ahead and get into this because I'm kind of excited about it. So again, I did a pretty deep dive, and it's actually taken me a little time on this one, Mike. So I spent. Hopefully, you guys will appreciate this. It's not been easy on this one, right? So, and I'm interested to see what you think and what everybody else thinks.
Well, I do know the one that you spent the most on, we got blackballed.
For sure.
That one took you
Took me a little while on that one, yeah.
And then you were like,
sounds
really?
good in Wyoming. Well, that's good. I'm glad you can hear us. Sounds great. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to do. So you left and came back, Jessica. So can you hear better now? Let us know if you can hear better now, Jessica, that you left and came back in. A lot of times you have to do that, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube, but I've had to do that before as well. So, all right. So again, a little bit. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's get into it. So, again, I spent some time, and this is not just ChatGPT. This is some pretty intense AI.
You did the old squirrel investigation.
Yeah, I did the old squirrel investigation on this one. So, depends on what device you're on. TV and cell phone sound awesome, but my laptop, I have to put my headphones to hear you. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it does that, guys. Sorry about that, but hopefully you can find a device that we sound decent on, because we sound excellent in our ears, right? So
Savannah, Georgia.
And what's up, Shauna Rose? And I
have some folks from Vidalia, Georgia.
I played it back when I was on Mab last night, and it sounded great as well. So sometimes if the phone's almost dead, the volume will drop. That's a good point. 119. All right, guys, let's get to 250 at least. Let's get to 250 likes tonight. All right, guys, here we go. So you kind of saw from the beginning, Mike, the photo, right?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can pull some stuff up, and we'll see what this looks like. It's finally cooling off a little bit here, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got that burst of cool air.
Yeah.
I almost just froze.
Yeah.
Normally it's 900 degrees in here.
It is. You're exactly right. It really is.
Thank you, Kim.
So let me see here what we got. Let's see if we can pull this picture up here. So, man, this kind of looks freaky to me, because I know we were looking at a lot of people thought we were looking at maybe a person of Hispanic descent, but I really went hard into this one as far as the AI goes, and put in so many different measurements and all these things with the person, the gate, the porch, and obviously this is not going to be exact, guys, but this is what we've come up with.
Arizona's in the house.
What's up, Arizona? So what do you think initially about this image here, Mike? What do you think?
I mean, are we saying this is the porch perp?
Porch guy. Kind of hard to tell, right?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to tell. Could be, could not be, right? Okay.
I'd like to see him with a mask on.
We'd like to see him with a mask on. Okay. And guys, we'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Wow, that looks like it could be him. Yeah. I mean, this AI, these tools that I've been using, guys, are pretty in depth, like I said. So this was not just a random thing that we've done. So that's the initial picture that we're working with, Mike. Okay. So we'll change pictures now, and we'll let you guys see something else here. So this here is a rendering of 3 different, I guess you'd say, looks from this person, right? So one is a little bit fuller, one's a little skinnier, and one has obviously no facial hair, right? So to me, this looks a lot different than what we were imagining to begin with by when we were just looking at the eyes, right?
Yeah.
So just again, what do you think about these images? Look, and I know what we all that we've been able to see really is the eyes and the mouth, right? So obviously it's a sketch, but can you visualize this at all as being the person that we've seen?
I mean, yes and no.
Okay. Yes, how, and no, how.
Yes. I mean, I'm trying to envision like a mask on.
Yeah.
Then I try to envision with the mask off, like what kind of details are behind the mask. Variation 1, I can kind of see that, just because the mask, it looks more the guy in the mask or the person in the mask kind of looks more rounded, right?
Yep.
But I'm just going to be honest with you. I've looked at so many faces that I've tried to put behind the mask, it's almost like I need a reset.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
So it's just like, after you look at so many things, they all kind of seem to go together. Like, I mean, you could put the Grinch up there, and I could be like, yeah, I could see a similarity.
Put me in a mask, right?
Right? Like, I mean, it just after you've seen so many, it's
Yeah. I think the mask guy has half Asian eyes. Okay. Good point. All right. So I did, like I said, a little bit deeper into it, and so this is a full body sketch of this person. And so, guys, I'd love to know what you think. If everybody will put it in the chat. 1, if you think this looks or mimics a person, and 2, if you think that it does not. So 1, if you think it mimics the porch guy. 2, if you think it does not. So,
I mean, I see the kind of the hunch.
mm-hmm.
To me, I think he's stockier.
Okay.
The porch thing, but that could be because of clothing or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. And we've got mixed reviews in the chat, guys. So that's cool. That's cool. So let's move on, and we'll check something else out. So now let's look at this one.
Hell yeah.
Now what do you guys think? So again, guys, what we got to remember is that mask is covering up so much. And it's just so difficult for us to envision something behind that mask. So if you guys look at that mustache and that soul patch, which we don't even know if they're real, right? But look how similar these facial features are now. The structure of the face, the structure of the head.
And, I mean, in the real picture, I mean, he could have 2 masks on. Like, I mean...
Yeah, and some people are saying the nose is off. I think that nose in that mask is being smushed down a good bit.
Yeah.
Because in another picture, you can see the actual end of the nose pushed down almost to the lip.
Because, yeah, as it,
Look at Kelly. I don't know. We'll ask him. I'll ask him, Kelly. I'm not sure. So again, and I'll kind of let me take us off here and let me zoom in here a little bit to this guy. So it shows a little bit more of a rendering of what may look like a mask, and you can see his eyes there, and his mouth. Right? You can see his lips. And so maybe, guys, we've been looking for exactly the wrong person, Mike. Maybe this is what the guy looks like. Maybe we've been looking completely in the wrong direction, right? Who knows? But to me, this is the closest person to me, the closest rendering that we've had so far on any of the people that we put up here. What do you think?
yeah. But it's not even real. I mean,
Right, but that says maybe we're looking in the wrong direction. I mean, we've been looking at people. Most of us have been looking at people that are, like I said, of Hispanic descent, right?
and he could still be of Hispanic descent.
In some form or fashion, but it's not.
I mean,
It's
he
not
could,
a heavy.
I mean, he could be. I don't know.
Are you stumped again?
I don't know what.
You don't know. All right. Well, let's move on.
You ain't got any more.
So this is more of a frontal here. So
Okay, so let's just say that that's what he looks like. Okay.
okay.
Obviously, we hadn't seen or anybody that has been brought to our attention or anybody's attention that kind of even resembles this.
Yeah. Nobody.
So then we get back to why. So
Yeah.
my law enforcement training and stuff goes back to, okay, we have this is what he looks like. We don't know his name, we don't know anything about him, we don't know anything. Okay. It all goes back again to why did this occur? Okay, finances. Okay, where does he know? Like what? Like was he hired? Was he a one man? Like why did this happen? So it's great to know. Hey, it's kind of like what he looks like or what
Yeah.
But we got to go back to, okay, now why? Why is this?
Right.
So
Well, we got to find him first, right? I mean, we got to find the guy. And
how are you going to find him? By figuring out, following, okay, why?
Yeah.
Motive. Like, what is the motive behind the guy that's up there? What's the motive behind what he looks like? Like, we know motives of others, right? That could be, out of all the other theories, we've kind of narrowed down, well, if so-and-so did it, then this is why he did it. Or if
right.
so-and-so did it, that's why she did it. Or vice versa. Like, so...
So one thing I really want to ask you guys right here is this, and maybe it's just me, but maybe it's not. Does this picture at all look to you like that mustache may not be real? Do you see how this mustache is almost cut off right here? You see how it's cut off right there? It almost looks like a Hitler style.
Can I tell you what I think it looks like?
Yeah.
I think it's a mask upon a mask. Like, you see how you got the two different layer of the way his eyes are?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sticks out like having, I don't want to say like a Halloween, like big Halloween mask, but have something that's tight on, has that mask on, and then they have a ski mask on. That's what that picture has always reminded me of.
Okay.
Like they have two masks on.
So you think, so I guess what I'm asking you though from this photo, and again, it's very difficult, but do you think this person has a full mustache, or do you think that that's actually drawn on? And it could be distorted from the light, right? We don't know, but I mean, it almost looks like it stops.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Right
cut
here.
off.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, from them type of cameras, they aren't the best quality cameras. They aren't, and then we digitally blow it up. Like, there's pixels and stuff that could, again, I'm at a loss.
What's up, Mab? Good to see you, man. I don't know if you saw the
But
beginning here,
but
but
yes, I could see where that could kind of be a fake, drawn on or glued on mustache.
yeah, I don't know that it's glued on. I think it's just drawn on. Honestly, I mean, it may not be, but it's very short to me. If it's a real mustache, it's very short to me. So again, guys, if you're here for the first time, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. I'm not sure how many we got in here now, but just make sure you hit that like button for us if you don't mind, guys. We're trying to get to 2750. We need 53 subscribers. That's all we need, guys. So help us get there. So we don't know, Mike, right? We don't know, but to me, this is again the closest image to me that we have so far to someone.
Did you feel that breeze just then?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's so beautiful. Okay, Kathleen says she still thinks it's a woman. Yep. Country gal says, yep, it's a female. Well, if you want to see it came today? Nice. Nice. Mab bought him a bite light.
Oh, okay.
So Mab, this is I did a pretty deep dive into AI and a lot more in depth than just your normal Chat GPT. And I don't know if you saw the beginning of this.
A lot of people are saying it's a female.
A lot of people are, yeah. So this is what my AI is telling me that this guy looks like, Mab. And I'll show you another rendering here. Full body rendering.
He said, I saw it.
You saw it? Okay, good. Cool. So now let's go a little step further, Mike. And let's take us off here. So let's go back to this guy. And let's start comparing. So Lord knows we've covered a lot of people, right, Mike?
Yeah.
We have covered a lot of people. And everybody stuck here with us and covered it with us as well. So thank you guys for that. We can't thank you enough for that. So let's start uncovering folks that we've covered here. And let's just put them up here and see what it looks like.
I don't think we've covered anybody that looks like that.
You don't think so? Okay. Well, let's start with the number one guy.
I'm interested to see who you think who the number one guy is.
Well, the number one guy that got arrested first.
Oh.
We got Carlos.
He said, I have nothing to do with it.
He did. Carlos is like, I didn't have anything to do with this, guys. So we got Carlos, right? Not really a match, I don't think, right?
But when we first saw him, it's like, oh, I could see it. I could potentially see it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like,
No.
yeah. All right, so nobody, I'm going to assume, and I'm not even going to do a poll, but I'm going to assume that nobody, what's up, Jay? Thanks for joining us. I'm going to assume that nobody thinks that this is the guy. So that's cool. That's Carlos. So let's move on. So then we got the second guy. And these images come up so large, guys. I got to shrink them down.
You made that one disappear.
Made it disappear, Mike. Completely disappeared on me.
Yeah, that looks like him.
What's that?
He just had hair. I was like, yep, that looks like him.
Yeah, that's him, right? So, all right, we'll go to this guy next. All right. So, guys, as we all know, this was the second guy. The secret mutilator, right? Remember him, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Derek Colella. So, any semblance, you think? Any resemblance of this guy at all? Carlos got the eyes. Yeah.
Yes and no.
Okay. Yeah, not really. I can't. I don't really see it.
I
Right.
can see a little bit, like to me, a little bit more of in the jaw structure of like the way it's shaped, not like it's protruding or anything, but just the way it's kind of. I could see that jaw being in that mask.
And he's shaved. Yeah, that's a good point. Look at the lips on Carlos. I mean,
He's
on
got yeah, he's got the
Derek.
arch.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on. So from Derek, we went to this guy. This is Mab's guy. Mab, he's 100% certain this guy's involved, I think. And maybe he is. Remember him?
Yeah.
Mojito, right? DJ Mojito. So what do you think about this guy? Anything?
No.
No connections at all, right?
I mean, I'm not saying it's connection, but they don't.
Not the porch
yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't see it, but Ronald seems to fit. Good point. Good point, Guilty. All right. Hang in there with me. This is going to be interesting, guys. I promise you. So there's DJ Mojito. And guys, I just wanted to put, so again, AI, deep dive into AI, pretty specialized tools that we used here. And I just wanted to put everybody that we know.
You had to call in some favors for that, for these.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know exactly who you called.
But I just wanted to put all of the people that we've actually been investigating into this and see, hey, does any of these people look like this person? Eyes don't match at all. Good point. Good point. Put it by my side-by-side poster. Okay. Hang in there with me, man. All right, so that's DJ Mojito. All right. So now we go to this guy. What do you think about him, Mike? Ronald Aaron Lopez.
I've got to wait till it comes up on there because all of mine.
Right here.
I know, but all of mine I see are like kind of side viewed.
Yeah, guys, we got like 14 monitors in here.
And the only one that pops up directly in front of me is the last one.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got some people saying yes here. Looks like a duck. Looks like a duck, yeah.
I mean,
no tacos. What's up?
I can see it more than the last guy.
Okay. All right. So this is Ronald Aaron Lopez. This is the guy that says, I am not a female. So come get me. Puts the coordinates out and everything, right? All right, so we got him. So let's move on to the next person. So then we got this guy, Mike. We got this guy here. What do you think about him?
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Okay. Travis Avery Reynolds, guys. This is the former Pima County deputy sheriff that was arrested allegedly for kidnapping, right?
He's the 6'6" guy.
Allegedly the 6'6" guy, yeah.
See that? So I'm just being honest with you. He kind of favors me. It kind of favors more towards him based off of what the look is right there in that one kind of picture.
Yeah.
But I know he's 6'6", so it's
allegedly.
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
6'3", right?
Yeah,
like
even still, yeah.
So remember we talked about them high school apps.
Yeah.
They always put 10 or 15 pounds on you, and they always make you 2 or 3 inches taller, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, if he's 6'3", allegedly the porch guy's 5'10", or whoever's on. I say guy, it could be a girl.
Right.
Is 5'10".
Yep.
So, I mean, they're still a pretty big. So.
Warrior says, really think that's him.
I can see, and especially after having the phone call. If y'all don't know, like we had that guy's ex-girlfriend actually call in.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they sent pictures. And
yeah, did send pictures, yeah.
And even then said, "Hey, well, I can send you a prom picture."
So, does anybody, before we get back into this, does anybody in the chat think that we have gotten the right person yet? Have we pulled it up any of these people yet that matches the description of the AI generated person that I put up there? Anybody think that we've put someone up here that is that person? I'd like to see this really quick. No? Okay. Yeah. Not a lot of people. Okay. All right, cool. So kind of my thoughts as well. So let's move on.
Mab's wanting his poster up.
Yeah. All right, so here's the next guy. Everybody remember this guy? Let's see if I can not make this one disappear, Mike. when I'm resizing it. All right, so guys, this is. Remember this guy, Mike?
I know.
You don't remember him?
No.
So this is William Hubie. This is Kayla Day's husband.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's the tatted up guy that has the tats,
Yeah.
the sleeve.
But that's a different picture than what. There was another picture that he didn't look like that.
Yeah, there's a few more pictures we've got of him. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't see the resemblance of this guy either. Okay. So we're just going down the line, Mike, right? Covering everybody that we've done these investigations on. All right. So what about the most recent guy? What do we think about this guy? Hard to tell, right? Because he's got a hat on. But what do you think about that, Mike?
I mean,
possibly, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. But like I said, you could put the Grinch up there, and I can be like, "Oh, I see a resemblance."
Okay, they're saying no. I can hear
I
Adam,
don't-
but not Mike. Mike, maybe you need to speak up a little. I don't know.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hello. Hello, darling.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like I can.
Eyes are not round enough. Good point. That's a really good point. That he does have elongated eyes. Okay. All right. So we don't think it's any of them, right? So now let's go to somebody we haven't really looked at. But just for shits and giggles, I want to put it up here because a lot of people are saying this about this guy. So Mike, you may not even know who this is.
I have no clue who that is.
Anybody in the chat know who this is? Anybody in the chat know who this guy is on the screen right now? Put Annie in a mask and you'll freak out. Yeah, that's right. Not tacos no tacos is correct. So this is Cameron. This is Nancy's son.
Okay.
Okay, we haven't done
So that's the pilot.
This is the pilot here. Yeah, we haven't done a deep dive on him yet. So what do you think about him, Mike?
I mean, the eyes don't match with me.
Yeah, nothing really matches, right?
I mean, that guy. That's the best match right there.
You think so?
Not him, but the 6'6" prison.
Oh, I got you.
You pulled up when you clicked up. There's a little thing that popped
So
up.
you
right
think
there.
so far the best match is Travis Avery
But
Reynolds?
he's 6'6".
Okay. All right. So we're about to blow your mind, guys. Mike, your mind is about to be blown. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go through one more guy. Right. Let's go through one more because everybody's saying this guy's got something to do with it, and I got something to add to that here in a minute, and I'll tell you guys what I have to add about this guy. But I got to figure out a way to make these pictures a different size before we
when
put
they
them up
come
here.
up.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll resize them. I'm using OBS, guys. I don't use StreamYard, so it's a little bit different than what everybody else, most
Because you
everybody else
always
uses.
make everything different. And why do you use that? Because we can shoot in 4K or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Honestly, that's why I use it because we can shoot in 4K. So here's the guy that a lot of people still thinks has something to do with it, right? But I don't think many people think he's the porch guy, right, Mike?
He's not the porch guy.
He's not the porch guy. Yeah.
I think he's the master. Allegedly, I think he's the master.
Yeah, allegedly, yes. All right, guys. Again, hey, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2750 tonight. Let me see what we're at, guys. Trying to get to 2750. So we need 51, guys. Just 51 more subscribers. And also, if you're in here and you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. All right, so not Tommaso, right? So we're all on the same page that he's behind it. Yeah, we're all on the same page that we really don't think that we've put anybody up there. Mav, send me that poster again in my email. I'll put it up. We really don't think we've put anybody up there yet, right, Mike, that matches this. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's check the last one that we've got here. And you guys tell me what you think about this guy. What do you think about that guy?
I mean,
To me, It's an uncanny resemblance. And this is actually Luke's mugshot, I think, of when they took him in.
But he looks. You've shown me several different pictures of him too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And he looks different. And it's almost like he
Intentionally looks different.
Is almost a chameleon, right? Like he can change his appearance almost like a CIA agent or something.
So, guys, we got to remember the sketch on the right is just completely AI generated. So, there's going to be probably a good amount of resemblance, but it's not going to be perfect, right? But is there a reason that this guy looks this skinny and then he looks as heavy as he does when he comes in and does the interview?
Right.
A month or 2 months later, and he's all bundled up like he's an Eskimo and he's in Arizona, and you can't see anything on his wrist. Is there a reason for that? He comes in clean shaven. In all of the pictures I've seen this guy,
he's never shaved.
He's never shaved. And I don't think he's ever worn a tie. You know what I'm saying?
That would be like me showing up in
in what?
A tie and slacks, and
yeah.
You'd be like, somebody die?
So to me, guys, I mean, this is just it's very interesting. Like, we don't know that this guy's got anything to do with this. But again, I did a lot of work on this AI-generated image here. And when I saw this, I was like, because I wasn't even thinking about Luke, honestly, when I generated this photo, but I was going back and I was putting everybody side by side. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Look at the big ears, how they sit down on the head. The nose even. So who knows, guys? It's really close. Yeah. It's really close. Mav, did you send me that? Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. We'll put this guy. We'll put the backpack guy up here. Mav, I'm not seeing it. Let me refresh here. Got it. All right, let's see if I can save this. All right. While I'm working on this, so what are you thinking, Mike? What do you think? I mean, what do you think about the image that I've generated? Do you think, and I'll put the actual perp back up there in a minute, but do you think it's similar? Do you think it's totally off? What do you think?
I mean, I think AI did a really good job. I don't even know if I'm hearing myself.
I hear you. Just be a little. You can probably speak up just a little bit.
The AI did a really good job in like taking the mask off, right?
Yeah.
I think I think the tools that you used did what you gave.
They're some of the best tools you can use.
Right. So unmasking that guy.
Yeah.
Is great. I don't think anybody has fit it dead on.
That's the point I'm trying to make. We may be looking at the total wrong person. We may not have any idea.
Based off of that, I think we are.
Yeah.
But then you go back to why, and I know people say money and this, that, and the other, but just like anything else, you have to find a way to be able to get the money or extort the money, or like there's got to be things that it can't be just about the money.
Right.
Oh, like, yeah, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket for the money, but if it's an inside job and things have to be put in place, and you have to be able to, and you got to know somebody, right? Like,
yeah.
So who is that? Now with that information, you go back and go, okay, who does this match to? Okay, why would they want to do it? What information do they have that wants them to go, okay, this is why they did it, right?
Right.
Did they overhear a conversation? Did they,
yeah,
like that kind of thing? And that's where my head's going. Like, and I don't want to be. People might take this the wrong way. The porch guy,
yeah,
is the porch guy. I think he was a distraction. I think he was a pawn. I think he was whatever. Yes, getting to him and finding out exactly who that porch guy is would be a huge break in the case, but I don't think he's the one of why we're doing what we're doing. I
Right.
don't think does if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like,
Yeah.
that guy, I could have seen him 4 times today, right?
Yeah.
Like it is a generic style picture.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
It does relieve the mask and take the mask and allow you to see the features. It's just there's nobody that I've seen or that anybody's put up that looks like that guy.
Right. So let's put up Mab's picture now. To me, I mean, this again, it did an unbelievable job of unmasking this person, in my opinion, because again, I think we may be looking in the total wrong direction, and I could be wrong, but I know myself, I'm looking at a certain specific type of individual. But as we take this mask off, it may be somebody a totally different look than what we had in our mind.
I just had an idea.
Okay.
Okay. To show you the difference of how big things and masks can hide stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying do it today or whatever, but take people that we know what they look like, right? So who wears masks that we know that have been unmasked, right?
Yeah.
So think about a wrestler, right? They wear masks
Right.
all the time.
Right.
Like you got some type of wrestlers that's all they've done for their career, and nobody ever knows who's behind that mask.
Right.
But then all of a sudden they get unveiled, right?
Right. Yep.
And you go, I would have never thought he looked like that.
Yeah.
Because of the features or this, I'm thinking of Rey Mysterio Jr., right? He wears a mask and it's skin tight and you see it and you go, oh, I didn't think he would look like that. Because of how many different things that mask hid. So,
So here's the porch guy that here's Mab's photo, right? His wanted photo, and he thinks this is the guy. And we did some stuff last night. It's pretty interesting. We had a great time on there. But so we both think this is the guy that was driving the vehicle that was zooming past Nancy's house, as well as 2 backpack guy. Remember?
yeah.
So that's the image of that up next to there. Thanks. What is that, Marie? I can't see I think it's Marie. Thanks, Marie, for subscribing. We appreciate you. So that's him. And then somebody's asking about Dominic. So, Mike, you don't know Dominic yet, but this will be interesting right here. But then I'm going to kind of debunk it a little bit because, and I'll tell you why. But real quick, guys, if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much. We're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. I'm a member of a Gold Star family. We give back to military families in need. So we appreciate you being here. There's a QR code there for Buy Me a Coffee if you guys like to help donate to the cause. You can be a member, a Patriot Pride family member, or you can just donate one time if you'd like to do that. And we're also monetized on YouTube. If not, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you don't mind, guys. We appreciate that. So I'm going to look up Dominic real quick, Mike, and I want to put him up here and see what you think about this guy. So let's see what we can do here. So what do you think so far, Mike? You still don't think we've uncovered the guy, right?
No.
Yeah, and I get it. I totally get it. And that's what's so frustrating about all of it is we just don't know. It's tough.
So start talking to me about Dominic.
Risa Joe, thank you so much for your super chat. We really appreciate you, Risa Joe. Thank you. She always is so gracious for us. I'm actually going to do it right here so I can clip it. So Dominic Evans, right? He is.
So where am I looking?
Right now, we're right here. So I'm going to clip this and I'm going to send it to myself. So Dominic Evans is a band member of Tommaso, right? And I think they've been bandmates for like 20 or 25 years.
So they're really good friends.
They're really good friends, yeah, obviously. And so this guy was, I think, like very, very high up there in potential suspects originally, right? And so a lot of people were looking at him, and a lot of people were driving through his neighborhood, and they were scouting this guy out, in other words. And so it's kind of just fallen through the wayside at this point. But I will put a photo up here, guys. It's kind of interesting. but and then I'll kind of debunk
Can
one.
I ask a question?
Yes, please do.
Who is that guy in the bottom right?
The bottom right. I have
In
no
the
idea.
back.
That I don't know.
That's who that guy looks like.
We're seeing something else here, guys. So yeah, it does kind of look like him. I don't know who that is, Mike. I'm trying to find a clear image of Dominic Evans. So yeah,
Is
there.
Dominic the one on the left over here?
Yes,
That's
and
not,
so
that's not him.
I want to put that up against what we've got here, and kind of just compare and see what we think about that. You don't think that's him, huh?
Not off that picture that I'm looking at right now.
Right. Okay. Let me see if I can send this to myself here, and then we will put it up on the big screen and everybody can see it. To me, I'm going to be honest with you, at first I was like, this is the guy. I'm like, this is the guy. But then I was like, nah, I don't think this is the guy. But
Who's that guy in the dead middle?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know
Well,
who.
you pulling pictures up that look like your daggum guy just then.
No, that was just Google pictures.
Oh,
Yeah. So, all right, let's pull this up here, guys, and we'll check this out. And we can see what you guys think about this. So, I do want to pull this sketch back up, though, real quick, and see if you think this is similar at all, Mike, to the AI generated image that we had. So, let me go back here, and then I'll pull us back up. There's just so many things to go over, Mike. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? So let's pull this image up real quick of Dominic Evans. And this is a bandmate of Tommaso. They've been friends for years. And they were hot on his trail at first, Mike. So let's enlarge that a little bit. And so initially they were really hot on this guy. But I'll tell you, this photo right here of this guy is like 15 years old.
well, I mean, you can't compare that then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's comparing apples and oranges.
Initially, you know, the eyes did look a lot. They were kind of similar to me initially, but this is not what this guy looks like now. He's obviously he's aged a little bit, and his hair's gray now, so it's not dark anymore.
How can I send a picture or video?
You can send it to patriotprideusa.org@gmail.com. Mab's dudes are the same guy. Mab's dudes are the same guy. Yeah, so Mab's guys on his poster are the same person. And, I mean, you know, there's a little bit of resemblance to the guy, the AI generated image. But we just don't know. I mean, there's a lot here, Mike. There's a lot to cover. So Country Gal, it's patriotprideusa.org@gmail.com. You can send us things there, and we'll check them out. Let me know when you send it, and I'll go up and I'll check it out. So let's see. Thanks, Mab. Appreciate you. So what do you guys think? Mab ordered a bike light, so he was going to do kind of a reconstruction of the scene of the crime, Mike. So I'm interested to see that. So yeah, guys, there's a lot to cover here. There's a lot to cover. Let me put the actual pictures up here of let's see if I can find a better picture of the actual perp and just see what you guys think. Let's look at the eyes, because obviously that's kind of all we have to go by, the eyes and the mouth. So let me see if I can find a picture of the perp. This is I can find a better image, but this is one of the images. What do you think about that, Mike?
I mean, you want my true
Yeah,
opinion?
I do. Yeah.
I mean, you could put that up against any of them because you got the bike light and the bride and the like. It.
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And there again, the scenarios. I'm more interested in Like when
You want to know the why.
because that's what solves it, right? Like we can think about this, that, and the other all day long.
Right.
When you put a mask, right, and you put a mask on somebody, there's a reason they did it.
Yeah.
And no matter what AI tool, whatever, like that right there, and the one you have, like it's all speculation.
Yeah.
You pull up Rey Mysterio Jr. with a mask on and without a mask, and you try to overlay that, and you go,
that's kind of the point I'm trying to make is this person may look totally different than what we have an image of in our mind.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So it's, and you see so many, like you head on, and when you see it and you go, oh, I didn't know their head was shaved, or I didn't know, like it's, that guy could have a birthmark right across the middle of his forehead. Like it's all assuming, and you don't, and you're like, that ain't nothing like what I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah,
it's yes. Are there similar characteristics? Yes, but there again, and I'm going to say it again. You could literally put.
Hey, forget me not.
You could literally put a green Scrooge McGreen Grinch up.
Yeah.
And I can go, hey, I pointed out a similarity.
Yeah.
The eyes are similar, or like.
Yeah.
So at that point it's just we're looking at faces.
Right.
And that's where I am personally on the investigation. Like I want to know, okay, what would it take money wise?
Yeah.
What would it take for somebody to pull this off? What would I have to get paid to walk up and act like an idiot in front of the door to break that? Like, it's got to be a financial motive. Okay, well, to have a financial motive, I got to be able to pick somebody that I can trust to be able to do that. Obviously, the guy, I can say we all can kind of assume is not the head guy that's calling the shots.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so
yeah.
he's a paid actor.
That's right.
What is it going to cost? How much is he going to get paid to do this?
Right. Yeah.
Why would they approach him to do this?
Yeah.
If we think that's who, somebody that is close to the family paid him, how much would it pay you to keep quiet? You think he's going to keep quiet at $10,000? No.
Yeah.
$100,000? No.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because there's $1.2 million laid out on the line.
That's right.
I don't think he's the one who did anything. I think he's the one who acted the scene. So if I'm the one that acted the scene, I'm going to go, hey, $1.2 million?
Yeah.
I might sit for 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
For my part of the...
Yeah.
Like, so what am you going to have to offer the guy?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. I'm at the point, like, the investigation is too big. It's not even nation. It's worldwide. So all the pictures that we look at, like, at the end of the day, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Put a mask on any four of them and go, hey, I can see a similarity.
Yeah, for sure. Especially now, 67 days later, right? And that's where we're at, guys. 67 days it's been. So, did you know that there were more ransom notes that came out?
A little bit. I had somebody reach out to me, and they had me was sitting there talking. We talked about that just in general, right?
Right.
But you're the one that do all the research, so.
Well, let's go over this right here, guys.
I'm letting you do.
Yeah. So let's cover this.
See, that don't even make sense to me.
What's that?
Okay, give me half a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you all this. There is $1.2 million. That's a...
Yeah.
So why am I going to take a half a Bitcoin when all I got to do is, I know,
yeah,
and I get 1.2? That's not smart.
I agree with you.
So,
Yeah, and I'm sure they would
And
probably
there's-
even make
and
a deal. They would work a deal out if because they're saying they're not involved. They just know who it is.
Right.
So I'm sure they would make a deal out with them, right?
So
And they still get the money.
and sit there. So to me, that I don't know. I've never really believed much of what TMZ.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go back and watch the rest of this real quick. So
Why do
they're
you-
saying
how do
they're
you-
saying. So you guys, could you guys hear any of that? Something's going on with the audio mic. Can you guys hear? Can't hear it. All right. Anyway, basically they were just saying that they got another note and they thought it was from the same person they had sent notes in before. So they had and then so basically what they were saying is the person had said before that time was of the essence, and then they came back and said time is not of the essence anymore. So basically they said that they had seen that they had seen Nancy in Mexico, I think Sonora, Mexico, and that she was no longer with us at this point. And coincidentally, guess who went back to work the same day that they got these notes?
Yes.
Yeah, so
So I think that had a lot to do with TMZ, right? That's me personally.
yeah,
So like they're trying to build up the.
it was definitely weird.
But there again, it doesn't make any sense. Like, my son's 11, and
Yeah.
he knows the difference of half a Bitcoin and $1.2 million.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so, like, as an 11-year-old, why in the world would you settle for a half a Bitcoin if you have the information and you've seen, and you ain't done nothing? You
Yeah.
didn't have anything involved.
Supposedly, yeah. Why? Yeah.
Even if you did have something involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, give me the 1.2 and I'll tell you everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Somebody made a good point. So, guys, we're almost at 200. The goal is 250 likes tonight, guys. So please, if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys so much for being here with us. So yeah, Mike, I'm kind of on board with you. I got one more thing I want to play. It doesn't have any sound, but I didn't know if you've heard of Who's Back. So I do want to play this as well, and it's just a little short bit. So
Who's
check this
back?
out. So guess who's back?
back again. It might be that might be happening because you got 500 million tabs open.
Look who's back, Mike. And so this is at Nancy's house. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I
this
would like
was
I
this
would
was
like to
day
see,
before yesterday. And he asked for a police. I think he asked for a police escort, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Why would you do that? So crazy, right? So
I honestly, in my opinion, I think he thinks he's the smartest man in the world.
yeah, for sure.
Right? I think he is an idiot. Like,
Yeah,
but I think the police escort, like, makes me feel like, hey, he has intimate knowledge of law enforcement. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to. If you're my buddy, hey, come escort me, blah blah blah. It makes me
Right.
think like, hey, he might have something else.
yeah. Who
Why
knows?
would he be afraid? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
nobody out there is tried to attempt or like hurt him or like any of that kind of thing.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'm getting to the point of frustration.
I see that. Yeah,
I don't know if you can tell
I can
it.
tell
like,
it. Yeah,
It's just like, okay, enough's enough.
yeah,
Right. Like,
yeah, for sure.
There's so many theories and there's so many, but it gets back to motive.
Yeah,
We find the motive. Yes, we know the money. Okay, now that we know the money, what everybody thinks is the motive, we got 5 or 6 different theories under that to go, okay, who has the opportunity, who has the know-how, who has the knowledge, and then you start scratching off the.
Well, and it's a great point. And to piggyback off of that, so guys, this is kind of what we were talking about earlier. I want to make a point clear. So we did a piece, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago on the knowledge that Tommaso has for being an AP biology teacher, right? So I get a couple of phone calls the other night, and so obviously we've gone nationwide in the fact that people are calling a certain YouTuber that's got hundreds of thousands of followers.
That's out there.
Yeah, that's actually boots on the ground out there. So they're sending an exact screenshot
with my ass in the corner.
They're sending an exact screenshot of a slide that we put up speaking about Tommaso's education and experience, right? So they're saying this and that, and I just want to clarify, Patriot Pride is not accusing anyone of anything, right? And we've clarified that. We're not defaming anybody or slandering anybody. We're just putting theories out there, right? But this person's mind was blown when they got the information that we put out there, right, Mike?
Yeah.
They couldn't believe that they didn't know this information, right? So I just want to be clear in the fact that, so Tommaso is a biology, he's an AP level, advanced placement level biology
that
teacher.
has worked with seniors.
So yes. So he's
worked with juniors and seniors in high school.
The school that he teaches at is 6th grade through 12th grade, right? So he teaches some lower end or some 6th grade, but he also works with juniors and seniors. And so juniors and seniors are the only ones that take AP classes, right, Mike? They only have AP classes for juniors and seniors, okay?
And they're college credits.
Right. And so one point I want to make is, so any AP biology teacher, there's a curriculum that is set by a college board, right, Mike?
Right.
So to be an AP teacher, the curriculum that you have to learn and you have to have knowledge of is set by a college board. So any AP biology instructor, there's 8 different units that they have to have. They have to be very well knowledged in, because obviously they have to pass a certification, right? And
so then they can teach it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so that they're well versed in it. So unit 6 of those 8, right, is gene expression and regulation. Okay, and that's where the DNA goes back to what is being taught. And in these classes, you have to be knowledgeable of forensic science, right, which includes DNA evidence, right? So Tommaso has the knowledge of this curriculum, and so that's what we were wanting to make sure.
And you understand, and you go through this curriculum in a lab setting. It's not like they just read it out of a book.
Exactly.
Right. So you're like, when I took just biology, it wasn't AP biology, but when I took biology, and you go in and like you work on dissections and you do this and there's a lot of things that you do, but we just remember,
dissecting worms
or frogs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what we remember.
Right, exactly.
But think about, why did we do that?
What knowledge did our instructor have to have
to do that? Yeah, we cut it open, but after we cut it open, what did we do? We looked at it under a microscope.
Right.
We looked at it for the DNA stuff was not what it is today.
Right.
I mean,
that was
when
a long time ago.
But and look at where it's improved. So now you put it under a microscope and you start looking and you go, hey, what type of species of frog did we dissect?
Exactly.
Or what did
exactly.
you? So he has the knowledge of doing it. Whether it was set up in a crime scene necessarily, or they broke it up into, however, it's in a lab setting, and you have to do whatever to be able to pass this course.
And so to be clear, that Unit 6 is called Gene Expression and Regulation, right? So in AP Biology, CSI Science falls under biotechnology, right? So you're expected to understand restriction of enzymes and how molecular scissors cut DNA at specific sequences to create fragments. So all of that stuff goes back and relates back to forensic science, right? So whether he taught this class at the school that he teaches at doesn't really matter. He has this knowledge, and he's done this for years and
And
years
they're
and
in a
years.
lab setting. Like, it could be set up on a frog or this, or it could be set up on finding, it could be a pig's foot. Like,
Right.
you get if it works for this, it works for that. If you know how to distract DNA out of,
Yeah.
something, you know how to do it out of this. Now, it might apply in different ways, but at the same time, like, the gist of it is still the same.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff, right? So just to be clear again, because millions of people saw this, guys.
Why do you think I didn't, I was like,
That's what Mike was talking about. He didn't sleep.
I didn't
Because
sleep.
I don't put anything out there that I haven't researched time and time again. I'm not going to falsely put anything out there.
For clicks and this and the
Yeah.
other. There you go. You see it. Like,
Yeah.
he had to learned these units to be able to be an AP biology teacher.
Yeah.
How he applies that in his classroom is totally up to him.
We don't know that, but we has the knowledge.
You still have to teach
Yes.
them units.
Well, he has to have the knowledge of it. So basically, teaching API biology means you're teaching the exact science used in forensic DNA analysis, PCR, electrophoresis, and genetic identification. So he would be highly knowledgeable in those areas, right? So again, we don't know that he specifically teaches that to his students, but we do know that he has to be knowledgeable in that in order to be an AP biology teacher. Which goes back to the fact, if you're going to go down that theory of he had something to do with it, what better of a person to have the knowledge of all that to be able to, number one, stage and clean up a crime scene, right, Mike? So that's kind of the point we were wanting to get out there. So basically, he would have the strong knowledge in biological techniques used in forensic science.
And if he's able to know all that, he's able to know how to take the crime scene and distort it to his and dictate what he wants them to do.
Pamela says he also teaches CSI classes from what was said. Yeah, and that may have been related back to what we said because nobody else is talking about this. Patriot Pride is the only channel that I know of that has gotten this information out there. But we didn't say he teaches CSI classes. He has the knowledge.
Yeah, and the CSI style, right?
Yes.
So
yeah. So I want to get that disclaimer out there, guys. We're not defaming or slandering anybody.
Can I ask a real question?
Yeah.
How many emails and phone calls did
Dude, you
Patriot
have no idea. You guys have no idea. Because this person was live, and they had 30,000 people watching them live.
And there was 156,000
within
had
6 hours.
Yeah,
Within
that
6
had already
hours.
seen it.
Yeah, so I think that video itself is up to, 400,000, 300,000. So you guys can only imagine the amount of emails that I've gotten on this. And I'm like, yeah, so we're just putting the facts out there, guys. I mean, we're not slandering or defaming or accusing anyone. The facts are the facts, Mike, right? And that's what we kind of try to put out here. So anyway, on that note, you want to open the phone lines up, Mike?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, let's open the phone lines up, guys, and we'll have you guys call in. But real quick before we do that, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, guys. We appreciate you so much.
I got to say, though, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
The funniest part of that whole thing that I went back and watched, though, he was like, yeah, they're Mab's friends.
Yeah. You know those guys. They're Mab's friends.
He goes, oh.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're about 40 off from our goal tonight. So if you guys will hit that subscribe button, we appreciate it so much. Hit the like button. There's a QR code there for Buy Me a Coffee if you guys would like to contribute to our mission. We're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit, and we help military families. So you're welcome to scan that QR code, and we're also monetized through YouTube. So thank you guys so much. And if not, that's fine. Just please hit the subscribe button and the like button. So, Mike, we'll now open the phone lines. And if you guys want to call, the phone number's up there. It's 470-499-0902. We'd love to talk to you and hear your opinions. And I'd love to know what you think about this AI-generated person or the sketch that what's up, Risa Joe, that we've come up with. I'd love to know what. Enjoy the show. Hey, thank you. We appreciate that. Would love to know what you guys are thinking. Do you think that this AI generated image is on point? Do you think it's not on point? Do you think it's got anything to do with what's going on? We don't know. I know I took a lot of time in that, and it was some pretty specialized techniques that we used.
I want to know, like, how were you able to convince?
I'll never say that. I will never say that. Yes.
Cobb County.
What's up? Go Dogs. And one other thing, we've had some members join, and until we get a phone call. I'm so sorry. Let me actually make sure my phone lines are open, because we know how that goes. We just had a missed call, so I'm so sorry. Call back if you called us, 831. Give us a call right back. Sorry about that. But real quick.
There it is. Why is the phone's not ringing, bro?
Hello, this is Patriot Pride. Mab,
Mab?
the man himself.
You know they're Mab's friends.
They're buddies with Mab. Yeah, for sure. Everybody knows the Mabster. What are you up to, Mab? They'll be there before you know it, Mab. Pamela, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad you said that. So you say it's only about a quarter of an inch in the mouth? An inch and a quarter. Oh, okay. I got you. So how simple would that be to do that in your mouth? Like to click it? Really? Really?
Thanks, Jess.
That's awesome. I'm actually very interested to see that regeneration of just the mask and the light. Yeah, that reconstruction. I'm interested in seeing that. So did you? Yeah, I know. Exactly. We've been covering this a lot for sure. No, they can. They should be able to hear you. Everybody's. Adam, I can't hear Mab. I don't know. I mean, some people can hear and some people can't tonight, Mab. So I don't know what's going on. No sound. Okay.
OBS.
What about that right there? Let me know if you guys can hear Mab now. I think
Hello.
they should be able to hear you now, Mab.
Mabsters.
No, they can't hear Mab.
Slap a 1 down if you can hear me.
Now I think now they can. Yeah, I got you now, Mab.
All right.
So Mab was
All
talking
right.
about how he
start over.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's start over. I think Mab was talking about he got a bite light.
I got a bite light. Somebody sent me the model and everything in an email, or I saw it in a chat or something. So I looked it up. I'm like, damn, that looks too big, but I'm going to buy one anyway. It's like $9.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I'm like, this is too. How do you turn it on? I'm reading the instructions, and then I start to pull it apart, and it goes on. I said, well, how is the guy going to do that? And then I pulled it a little bit farther, and the whole thing came apart, and it stayed on. I'm like, oh, that's how he's doing it.
So
He's just putting a thing in his mouth and closing his mouth, and then opening in his mouth when he wants light.
So it's that easy.
And you just do that with your tongue?
Wow.
You don't even. It's on all the time in your mouth.
Got you. Okay.
Oh.
You just open your mouth, and it shines.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so he just opens and closes his mouth when he wants the light.
Yeah, and then when he pulls it out, he clicks it back into its holder, and it goes off. He puts it in his pocket. That backpack guy was doing that.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty interesting.
The two backpack guy, I should say.
So what do you think about this?
But if you put black hair on my guy, you know what I'm saying, and put the right hair on him,
yeah,
shave that dude that you made, and it looks like my guy.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, for sure. I can see that.
Yeah.
We just don't know, man. But it's just so crazy.
Yeah, but who else is running around with a bite light?
I know,
in that
on the same
backpack?
night. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that was the same night. Was it the same night?
I think so. I think it was the same night. Yeah.
And then we saw the Kia Soul and possibly the blue car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last night,
Like
were you
last
watching us,
night,
Mike?
so.
Last
I was
night?
watching in and out. Like, some
So
people have to work.
so last night, Mab was doing that, and I'm like, Mab. So he was showing the blue car that the backpack guy was driving, and I'm like, Mab, pull up the cars in the parking lot where that two backpack guy was, and let's see if we can match a car that was the same one that was driving past Nancy's house. And we were maybe 75% certain that that same car was in that parking
I
lot.
put an
I know
AI
if you
and it
pulled
looked.
it out, they had that white car.
That was the Kia. But
Yeah.
so what we were looking for is
Right in front of it.
the blue Nissan that the other guy was driving by Nancy so fast at.
Gotcha.
And we think we saw
And
it in the parking lot.
church, I think there was a guy standing in front of that Kia Soul with a mask on too.
Stop.
Dark. I can see him. I'm not kidding. I can see him.
Map.
Somebody in the chat said, look in front of the Kia Soul. And I looked. I said, okay, there's a person there because it's blocking out what you would normally see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At night where there's a person, you can't really see him, but you know that what's behind him could be seen if there wasn't a person-shaped object in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
If you look at Doug Northport video again, you know Adam, the one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Show it to church. I bet you he'll be like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to show me.
Yeah.
I think those two guys were wearing the same outfits. They had the same bright light. And they may be brothers. I don't know. They both had the lumps on their head, you know.
Yeah.
Looks like the same guy to me.
It looks like the same guy to me, too. It's a done
Or
deal.
it's Roger and two backpack guy.
It's a done deal. Send me a photo. Send me whatever photo you want me to put up, and I'll try to put it up. But no, Mab, yeah,
Photo
I mean,
what?
someone was wanting me to put a photo up, but
Oh,
What
okay.
what was the done deal?
they want me to put an image of Ted up.
Ted.
Yeah. So
Who the hell's Ted?
I'm trying
Ted
to
Kennedy.
I don't know.
I already
I want to see the blue
never
car. Do
got
you guys have a
busted
picture?
for the.
Mab, do you have those two pictures that you screenshotted last night?
Yeah.
Send those
Yeah.
to me and I'll put them up. They want to see that.
All right. And I don't have the picture of the Kia Soul, but
I'm not worried about that one. I just
you
want
can pull that out.
yeah, for sure. I just want to show them
All
the
right.
two pictures of the blue
All
car.
right.
Thanks, Mab. See
All
you,
right.
buddy. All right,
Peace.
bye.
Appreciate it.
All right. I think, Tom, you're trying to get through to us, so give us a call now. Sorry.
And just so you know, if somebody's on, we can't answer the next call. So
yeah, for sure. So phone lines are open again. Mab is always great, man. We love Mab. We love to talk to Mab. He's good people, man.
Yep.
All right, guys. So give us a call again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's see where we're at on subscribers. We're gonna get there, Mike. We need 40 more subscribers. No, we need 39 more subscribers, guys. Please do us a solid. Just hit the subscribe button. If you're in here watching, and if you're rewatching, we have thousands of people rewatch. Please make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey guys, how are you?
What's up, Jessica? How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
How was
Trying not to completely lose all my voice completely.
How was your day?
It actually wasn't too bad. I had my grandson today, and he went to the bathroom for the first time.
Oh,
He's not even 3. He's not even 3 yet.
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I can't believe I'm potty training a kid at my age.
That's awesome. Well, what else is going on?
I know.
What do you think about this guy that I put up tonight?
I actually was going to ask you if you could make an AI picture of Annie.
Of Annie?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can. I'll work on that. I'll see if I can pull that up. What? Tell me why you would want me to do that.
I still think it's a woman at the door.
I got you. Yeah, I know you've said that for a while. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think, but you know, your boy came up in the chat and said, "I'm not a female." Lopez.
I know he did.
He says, "I'm not a
I
female."
know he did.
Send away.
I know, but I still think that that Tomato Head and her and all of them, that fetish ball and all that had something to do with all this craziness.
Yeah,
That that or it's the Einstein stuff.
yeah, um,
And I think that sheriff wants some kind of movie out of it.
yeah. I
And he
think that.
walked in on something, got and he walked in on something and got the crap scared out of him.
Yeah, I think he's just so far gone. He's so far checked out. He's got to testify um, within a certain amount of time for some questions they're asking him. I don't know if you heard about that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Somebody was
When
saying
was
something in the
that?
chats. Today, they gave him a certain amount of time to testify, and they're asking him
What's the
certain questions, so we'll see what
testified?
happens.
Oh, so about the case?
Just about his service time and all of the investigations and things he's done that's kind of not above board.
Oh, shut the front door.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah, I
giving
heard.
him
Somebody's better get in trouble.
yeah, they're giving him just a small amount of time to respond. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think he's out the door, Mike. I think he's 1 foot out the door. I think he's getting this reality show, and I think he thinks that's gonna maybe lead to something else. And I think he's just done.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's just bad. I
10,
really think that,
10 days
like,
to
I
answer.
think,
Thank you, Sandra. Yeah,
yeah.
Sandra says giving it 10 days to answer. Thanks, Jim.
So, so you know how we were talking about how she talked about her mom, like how she was taken in the date of the night, and her sister got the phone call, and her husband was just walking in the door, and it was that time of night.
Yeah.
And when she was telling Hondo, or is it Hado, or however you say that lady's name?
Hoda. Yeah, her name's
So
Hoda. Or
Hoda.
Map says
So I
Huda.
got
Who to who?
Huda,
Map says
whatever.
Huda Ho.
Anyway, so I got to thinking some more about that.
Yeah.
So who calls their sister in the middle of the night and then doesn't call 911 until the next morning?
Yeah. Well, so I think there's a little bit of ambiguity on that. I think Savannah may have not misspoke, but I think she was not clear in what she said. So it could have definitely been taken as she got the call at night. But I think what she meant is she came back Sunday, and I think Annie and them called her on Sunday. So it would have been 2 o'clock New York time, and it was 11 o'clock Arizona time.
Okay.
I watched that back, and it almost sounded like that she got a call at nighttime, but it wasn't. I think she just did not explain it very well.
Okay. I've been like going over the videos and going over like the things that she said and like
Yeah.
trying not to hang on every word because like you're going through this time, but you still didn't search for your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem that I have with this is nobody has still sent out a search. They I
No,
mean,
and they told him no. They told the people no. They
I
turned
don't.
them away.
Nobody would
You
have been
can't.
able to
You
tell me
can't
no.
tell me no.
Yeah.
I'm just going ahead and tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't telling me no.
Yeah, it's a little over the top to me, but
I mean, and the whole thing just still is just like mind-boggling. There's still nobody searching for her.
yeah,
Like, you got people saying she was sighted in Mexico. I mean, you had a Mexican authority that was, from what I understood at one point, that was willing to work with them
right.
and was saying that they would help.
Thank
But
you so
why is
much.
nobody was helping? You know what I'm saying?
Jody
Thanks,
Lynn,
Jody.
thank you so much. So
How many till we get these speedos?
so guys, we have
How many until the
we
Phoenix
have
Speedo?
44 members, guys. We've already got 44 family members, guys.
Ooh,
So we only
wait.
need 56 more, guys. Real quick, 56 more family members. So whether you are a member through YouTube or buy me a coffee, 56 more family members, and Mike has agreed to wear a pink Speedo for 5 minutes on the live stream. And if we're in Vegas, he's going to do it on the Vegas Strip for 5 minutes on the live stream, guys. As long as we
Like
get,
you add in the Vegas Strip.
as long
and
as we
like,
get
hold
that
on,
many
hold,
members,
whoa,
as
whoa.
as long as we
Oh,
get that many family members
now listen.
before Vegas.
Hey, you starting to add shit. You starting to add
No, he
shit
ain't.
way.
No,
yeah.
he ain't. No, he
You
ain't.
hush too.
And you owe the
Well,
swear jar.
I know what I agreed
You
to,
owe
and
the
I said 100 members. If it happens in Vegas, I will do it in Vegas.
Yes.
Nobody said nothing about no Vegas Strip. Nobody said nothing about none of that. New York,
We
none
have
of that
decided
shit.
on Fremont Street is where Mike will wear
You
the pink
might-
Speedos, guys.
You might have decided that, right? Like,
You won't be out of place. Not on Fremont.
but here's the thing, you talking this shit up, like, and then you're like, oh, we agreed. Like, I agreed to be in the Speedo if before August 1st. If it's in Vegas, then we're in Vegas. If it's wherever, well, I just said we're not doing it in here.
This is what Jody Lynn thinks. Look right here. Anyway.
Definitely not swinging on a pole.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
I
Jessica,
just
we appreciate you. You know that.
thanks for having me on, guys, and everybody. Thanks for being in the chat, and make sure you share your video with your social media and everything, because I did mine again today on TikTok. We got another 11.3K views.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all you do, Jessica.
Yes, everything. And so I just really enjoying sharing the message that you guys have, and I'm sharing it in my community and everything that you guys have done for us and blessing us and everything that are coming our way. So we appreciate you guys too.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much, Jessica. Good to hear from you.
You're welcome. You too.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
see you. Bye. So, yeah, Mike, Fremont Street.
I mean, usually,
Fremont Street.
let's get to the 100 and let's be in Vegas, and then we'll decide.
We'll decide, yeah.
But don't be telling people, and then they expect, well, he did it, but it wasn't on Fremont Street. Like, quit with that.
Actually,
stuff.
I think we got 47 members, guys. I'm
Stop.
sorry. We got 47 members, so we only need 53 more family members, and
Hey,
we'll be
I-
there, guys. And guys, we're at 2714 subscribers, so hey, we need to get there, guys. We need to set 2750. So help us out. Hit the subscribe button. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, how are you?
Doing wonderful. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Good to see you guys.
Good to
This is
see
you
Meemaw
and-
from Ohio.
This is who?
Meemaw from Ohio.
Meemaw. Good to hear
Meemaw.
from you. How are you doing? You say you're doing good tonight?
Yeah. I got something really quick, and then I'm off here.
Okay.
I come on, and you guys were talking about something about a blue car and a couple people and backpacks or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Real quick, it kind of triggered something the first couple days when it all went down. If you remember, there was a call made to 911 of a woman in the back of a car going down the main road, hanging out of the car, screaming for help.
Yes,
and it
ma'am.
was a blue car.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And my second thing is, how come the cameras didn't pick it up, and did they even investigate that? You know?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. They say they did. They say that didn't have anything to do with it, but then it's almost like they just pushed it under the rug, right? I mean, nobody's had any other mention of it. So it's kind of crazy to me that, and I think it happened on the same night, right?
Yeah, and it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, perfect timing. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great point. It really is a great point.
I didn't know what you guys were talking about. I just heard blue car, and it triggered that, reminded me about
No,
But,
that's a great point.
the lady screaming and somebody calling the police.
Right.
And then I'm like, did they check it out? And why isn't it on camera? Because all those lights have cameras.
That's right. Supposedly, yeah. I mean, you would think that they would anyway, but I've heard some stories about that as well, that those cameras weren't even working. So who knows?
Okay. Well, you guys have a blessed night. That's all.
You do the same, and
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much for
much.
calling. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Great call. Great call.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So real quick. So this is the picture that Mab sent us that he and I were working on last night. So the picture on the right-hand side is a picture of the car that zoomed by Nancy's house. Okay. I think Dad's Gone Live was out there, and he got a real blurry image, but I think he's got a really good camera. And so he was able to get a really good still image. And so this is the actual car. Mab did some research, and it could possibly be a Nissan Rogue. We don't know for sure because that symbol looks a little bit different. So we don't really know what that is. But that is a photo of the car of the guy that somebody said Mazda that rode by Nancy's house really fast. And then on the left-hand side, and guys, I know that it's very difficult to see, but look at these headlights. The photo on the left-hand side is a picture of the car that is in the parking lot where Two Backpack Guy was. And so Mab and I were discussing this last night, and I was like, Mab, I would love to go back and look in that parking lot because we were looking at the Two Backpack Guy. I said, I would love to go back and look in that parking lot to see if we can see a car that mimics or is similar to the car that the guy drives really, really fast past Nancy's house, because Mab already says he thinks it's the same guy. So I'm like, let's go back and look at that. So he screenshotted the headlights on the car that were going past Nancy's house, which are on the right. And then he went back and screenshotted the image where the Two Backpack Guy was. And so, guys, if we can put this same guy in this same car at both of these locations, to me, that's huge. I mean, that is huge. So another thing, I'd love to know what you guys think about this. If you guys think this is the same car, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2, and that's fine, because I know it's very difficult to see, but those headlights look very similar to me. So if you think it's the same car, put a 1. If you think it's a different car, put a 2. Yeah, a lot of people think 1s. Yeah. Isn't that crazy, guys? So if we can put this same guy in these two locations with the same car, that says a lot, guys. I mean, that really says a lot. So that was some of Mab Investigates and Patriot Pride's teamwork last night. I think it worked out pretty well. So phone lines are back open, guys. We had some callers, sorry. We had some callers while we were on the phone. We missed out. I think, Tom, you're trying to get in touch with us. So give us a call. We'd love to talk and see what you think. But yeah, going back to this car, it's crazy. It's eerily similar. And someone said they sent me an email, but let me go back and see. I don't see anything. Someone was trying to send me something, but I don't see it, guys. So if you were trying to send something, you can send it to patriotprideusa.org@gmail.com. So not sure if you sent it. So we've got a voicemail, yeah, from Tom. If you want to give us a call back, Tom. Sorry about that. Yeah, thanks, Jim. We appreciate it. Yeah, and exactly. If you guys have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. We love your support. Thank you guys so much. We cannot do this without you guys. We're at 27:15, guys. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, Adam, Tom from Galveston. How are you, Mike?
Hey, Tom, doing great. How you doing tonight?
Loving the show. I like the blue car.
Yeah, isn't that something?
All right, real quick. I'm still 99.9% Annie and Tomasio, so
okay.
That's just my viewpoint. It's like, I don't know if y'all know this, on DNA, the probability of two people having the same DNA is like 1 in 1 point something billion.
Yeah.
It's 99 point something. The only people that would have the same DNA would be identical twins.
That's correct.
That's a fact. But here's another one on all the hypotheses. I'm kind of like Mike on the mask. It's interesting to discuss, but it's like,
hold on, Tom.
Like you said, the tree limb.
Hold on, Tom. Miracle, thank you so much for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Go ahead, Tom.
It's like Mike said with the mask. It's like the dog chasing the tail, because oh yeah, that looks like. But you do a lot of research, kind of like I do. I watch all the channels and kind of like the news, and then kind of come to an educated hypothesis. But Cameron, when you put the picture up of Cameron, that's the first time I saw that. That looks a lot, if you look at the eyes and the smirk and all that. But that I've been doing research on him, and you know how, like, the first thing they're going to ask the family is, like, where were you that night?
Right.
Cameron, supposedly they don't know if Cameron was already in town, because when Savannah got there at 2 in the morning or whatever, Annie and the brother were already together.
Hold on 1 second. I can't see the beginning of that name, but Crone, thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry about that.
Okay, they were already together, I believe. Alexa, cancel. Doing laundry. So, but like Tomasio and all the science stuff, but Cameron's background is nothing but intelligence.
Yeah.
And knowing how to, I'm sure you've researched that too,
right.
Which I don't know why, that's another far field, but you don't ever know with family, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still think Andy and Tommaso, now I'm in agreement with, I don't know how those other guys are getting paid, but I think Luke, when he changed his appearance, his mom kind of didn't answer the questions, kind of funny. And somebody said he did mechanic work, and somebody somewhere back in there when they were at his house, remember they went to the mom's house?
That's right.
Found a light like that, which I haven't heard that come out at all. But I think him and someone else, or just him, or the stagers. But I'm still 99.9% she never made it home. The last person to see was the Uber driver. So they had 24 hours. And then when we were talking about the dogs and stuff, I don't know if I told you, but closer to the house, y'all said 4 miles, 2 miles, whatever it is. But later on that night, did you hear? I don't watch JLR. I think he's an idiot or whatever. But the wolves, there was wolves howling out right behind her house.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
And everybody said it wasn't like mating or anything like that. And this was shortly in between that time zone after 2 to 3 a.m. And the other thing was that they never did it. You know how they can. But I think I think that some of the delays are, the FBI is involved now, but they just hadn't really taken over. And those other guys, the family led the whole thing. The Tomasio, the Annie, that's just my view. I go back to the original two people, and we might all be off, but that's I wouldn't even put a horse bet on it. I'd just go for the win on that one.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have heard that as well. So who knows? Who knows at this point?
All right, guys, y'all doing a great job. That blue car, yeah.
Well, thank you.
But also that white car at the middle of the night, that they could check too. Another thing that if they wanted to clear that car, maybe the paper person, if they get the paper out there,
right.
Yeah.
At that time. Other than that, I think that there were some other people involved. How they were going to get paid later on, who knows? Because after they sold the other house, I don't think they have probably a big cash flow. But doing research, Annie, the mom, and Savannah have already helped them out a bunch. And then the last thing, the cop with Tomasio, that's almost like he's throwing it in everybody's face. I'm like with Mike on that. Throwing it in their face. Oh, ain't nobody can touch me. He's going to push his limits, and he's going to bust on that 21.
Yeah. You may be right on that for sure.
All right, gentlemen, y'all have a good evening. I appreciate y'all.
You
Thank
do the
you.
same.
It's always good talking to you.
Always great to talk to you. Thank you, Tom.
All right, yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so I had a couple people send me some pictures. Risa Joe, I didn't get anything from you, but try me again at patriotprideusa.org@gmail.com. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, this is Justin from Portland.
Hey, Justin, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got off work.
Okay.
I feel you on that.
I was looking at your guys' pictures of the two cars, and I kind of noticed that the car on the right, the blue car, if you look through the windshield and you see the passenger side window, and you can kind of make out the backside passenger window. That little divider there, and plus the style of the car, I don't think the top comes down. And the car on the left, it looks like it's got a one of those tops that come down. What do you call that? Convertible. What do you call that?
A convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a larger picture of the blue car up here. This is a larger image of the blue car that drove past Nancy's house that night, and this is we think possibly two backpack guy in that car, and so the front end of that car, the headlights are the ones that I put up next to the car in the dark image of the parking lot.
Okay. I'll have to look at. So those are the pictures you already showed. Oh, you're gonna pull it up bigger.
Yeah, I put another one up. It's on there now. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is an image of the car that drove really fast past Nancy's house one night. It's the actual car. It's the actual car that I put up the headlights to a little earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, check that out. See what you think.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and check it out.
Okay.
I'd have to get off the phone and check it out.
Right, I understand.
Well, we'll make sure he keeps it up for you for a sec.
Yeah, I'll keep it up here for just a second.
Sweet, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for calling. It's always good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good one.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. So
I
yeah.
agree about how they treated this case with like an elderly walk off, and it messed up everything else from day one.
Yeah.
How bad the sheriff's department messed up.
Yeah, good point. I agree with you. So, Justin, I'm going to keep this up for just another minute so you can see that. But, guys, this is the actual car that drove past Nancy's house. This is the car that has the headlights that I put up next to the dark image in the parking lot where two backpack guy was. So, Mab and I really think that this guy is the same guy that had the two backpacks.
Somebody said that guy in the car looks a little heavier.
Well, this here was about 41 days after that other image. So he definitely could be heavier, could have more hair. There could be, they kept on driving by the house, Mike, which was really weird. So somebody sent me a picture of Annie. I'll put it up real quick. You guys can take a look at that.
I don't know. I'll go and tell you, this is the first time I've ever sat in this room and say that I kind of feel...
It's nice in here, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
Guys,
amazing.
It's the first time it's not been, literally 100 degrees in here.
This light, oh, okay.
So, guys, this is Annie. Looks kind of weird in that picture, Mike.
Now, put a mask on her.
I wish I could. I'm not that good. I could use some tools to do it, but
I mean, then here's the question.
But we put the eyes up against the masked person. Remember, we did that before. Yeah.
But then you ask the question again. Okay. Height. That's the only thing that throws me from the deputy that got arrested, right?
Yeah.
Or the former deputy that got arrested. Was his height? How tall is she?
Yeah, I'm going to try to put at least.
Yeah, no birds have flown in today.
Not yet. I'm going to at least try to put this up right here, and let me see if I can find the perp guys. At least we can try to put those up side by side, and we'll see what we think. Because this one here does look very feminine. I will admit that this image looks very feminine. Let's see if I can not make it disappear, Mike.
Is there any way that we could tell to see if that picture of the perp is not AI generated as well? Like, I know they say, but I mean,
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, allegedly that is actually coming from the camera, and they just took video. They took still images from the video. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this picture smaller, guys. Give me a second. It was like huge. It's huge.
The funniest thing is like how many times you have to scroll and move and scroll.
Yeah.
And move.
All right, so let's put this up here, guys, and you guys can tell me what you think about this. So we're gonna put it right up next to Annie. I think we are anyway, Mike.
He said, nope, not today.
Not today. Oh, this one's too large. Let me shrink this one down. Yeah, so we'll put it up here. I just wanted to make it a little larger so you guys could see. But those are those two side by side. I wish I could make it overlap a little more. But, I mean, the eyes, especially that that right eye, Mike, it does. I've always said it looked really feminine. The eyelashes look very feminine to me. But
I'm still waiting on mine to pull up right here.
Was it Patricia that called in and said that the perp didn't have anything on the front?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was Patricia that called in. Said it's not a woman. You sent me a picture of Annie with a mask on. That's interesting. I did not get it. Please send me another one. So listen, here is the email address. It's patriotprideusa.org at gmail.com.
Could it be going to junk?
So I would love to see that picture. So patriotprideusa.org at gmail.com.
Could it be going to junk or something? Spam?
I'll check and see. Yeah, I didn't get one, Risa Joe. Send me another one. www.patriotprideusa.org at gmail. If mods, if one of you will put that in the chat just so that she makes sure she's got the right email address. I'd love to see that because I don't think I've seen that one. True crime is showing a side by side pic. Maybe that's what Risa Joe's got. I'd love to see it. I'd love to put it up here so we can all look at it together. I don't know if have we missed any calls, Mike?
I don't know.
I think we're doing good. So what do you think about this that we have up here now? Just right off the rip, do you think porch person is a woman? I don't. I don't think it is. I could be totally wrong.
Yes and no. Like,
okay.
I mean, it's 50-50. I'm just...
All right, let's do this. Chat, you guys let us know. If you think porch person is a female, put a 1. If you think it's not a female, put a 2. Because I'd love to see what you guys think. So 1 is yes, 2 is no. Yeah. What's up, Dreaming? I hadn't seen you. Good to see you. Okay, we got some mixed ones, Mike.
About 50-50.
It is. It's almost 50-50. Interesting. Risa Joe, please send me that because I'm very interested now that...
Well, why don't we just go and look over there on... Oh. Now pull that up.
Wow. Oh, my. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, guys.
What's up? How are you?
Fine. How are y'all?
We've been waiting to hear from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all night.
I was wondering if you wasn't even on call.
Well, I don't want to hog up the line.
You're not going to hog up the line. What you been up to?
I went outside and planted a pepper plant and some onions today.
Can we come eat some of them?
When they get ready.
You got to let us know.
All right. You bring the barbecue sauce.
I got plenty of it. I can promise you that.
All right.
We figuring to have to make another order.
I do got to make it.
You know.
I'm not going to have much for longer, but I got to make a big order, so we'll bring some. So what you think?
Well, listen, I got some questions.
We got some answers.
All right. I don't know. Okay. Well, Mike's been in the police and all this stuff. Have you ever heard of a place out in Nevada where these younger people go and they live off grid to get away from the police, and the police don't even go out there?
I hadn't heard of a place in Nevada necessarily. I mean, I've heard of more of like a almost. I don't want to say cult, but we've had a couple of places here in
Hey, Melissa.
in Georgia that have been kind of they own a big tract of land and they kind of close it off and make sure that it's but it's more of like a religious type thing, and they kind of police themselves, or I almost kind of think about like what the Amish would do, where there's not very much of
What like it's a gang, right?
uh
A
yes
gang sort of thing. They all get together and they live out there and they
yeah,
do their own thing.
right,
And they don't rat on one another.
right.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could see something like that happening, and just it would be hard for law enforcement to infiltrate or something like that. And if they aren't doing anything wrong, I mean, if they are running from crime and this, that, and the other, I could see, I can tell
Well,
you.
see, the reason why I brought that up is because I was watching a certain channel on YouTube, and they got this guy out there, and he's putting up a homestead out there, him and his girlfriend or whatever, and they in the tattoo business.
Okay.
And this guy has got tats all over his arms, just like the guy with the backpack deal.
Yeah.
And he's also got a beaded bracelet on.
Okay.
And so that made me think, well, back when this first started, they told Annie and Savannah that it would take 10 hours for Nancy to get back to the house at the start. So I went back and I said, well, asked GBT, I said, well, how far is Nevada from the foothills? Well, guess what? It's 10 hours.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, so, it could be something like that. And then I seen a thing on TV today on Fox News where they had all these scientists that's in this thing that they got going down in Mexico. And about 7 of them have either died or disappeared.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that as well.
Yeah.
Kinda
I don't.
Weird.
Yeah, and then we got all of this war going on too.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
So, yeah. So it gets you thinking about a lot of stuff. But I was thinking, with these hoodlums, and what about these guys that Kayla's old man was in the prison with? Has anybody checked on to see if any of them has gotten out?
I haven't heard about any of them that's gotten out. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked a lot about William, her husband. So and he, I think he.
Well, that ain't all them in a gang like the Hells Angels or something. They could make a phone call. They can make a phone call, and there would be the people out there doing the stuff.
Yeah.
And they could be behind bars.
Right.
And they would have the same tats.
Yeah,
probably.
Sure.
But getting back to your the like having a spot out there. I'm sure there was a spot here in Georgia that was kind of left alone by law enforcement, and they kind of did their own thing and this and the other. But you best believe, like, they are being watched. For instance, I know for a fact because I was actually privy to a group that actually watched them, and they actually brought in a certain police chief that was head of some cyber crime and stuff like that, and they actually the government in the state of Georgia actually made this guy a police chief in a certain town that they were in, so that they could kind of monitor them and know what was going on without them really knowing what was going on, if that makes sense.
Well, Mike, that's got me wondering, because it looks like to me they would have been monitoring old Barney Fife there and would have known what was going on down there in the foothills if they was doing that good of a job. I mean, they could have another Barney Fife up there in Nevada, as far as we know, and he don't know what's going on. As long as they ain't bothering him, he's gonna leave it alone. He might be scared of it.
Yeah, and he could be, but for the people that are out there that that kind of do that, and they're kind of left alone.
Moon, thank you so much for subscribing.
They are being watched, or they have information on them and who's out there and that kind of stuff. And I do know that for a fact. There was a cult here in Georgia that was wasn't far from an interstate, and this, that, and the other, and they had about 300 acres, and they closed everything in, and they had armed guards, and they had all this kind of stuff, and they were big into their, First and Fourth Amendment and Second Amendment rights and all that kind of stuff, but they still gathered intel and information on them, and ultimately they kind of disbanded based off of what that police chief came in and did. So I know they're able to do stuff like that.
Well, I thought they was able to find Nancy too, but it don't look like they're going to.
Yeah,
I just
it's
thought
tough.
since, the place was that far away, that's possible. That's desert out there too.
Right.
Yeah,
for
sure.
They could take her out there anywhere along that stretch, and she'd never be found.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We just don't know, do we, Patricia?
No, but I wish somebody would get some heat up under their hind end. And about Annie being the thing, I was looking at that, the way the picture is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If that was her, I'd like to know how she took them things out and stuck them in her pocket. Maybe that's where the big butt comes from.
Maybe. We don't know, do we?
No, it could be blow-ups for all we know.
You exactly right. We just don't know.
Well, all right. Thank you so much.
All right, well, y'all be good.
It's good to talk to you.
All right, bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
I have to ask, what in the heck are you doing?
I'm just trying some things, man. I'm trying some things.
You don't even know what you're doing.
I'm trying some things, man. So anyway, guys, listen, here's what's up. We are only...
Did we pull them pictures up?
We are only 31 subscribers away from our goal. So please, guys, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. Adam.
Yes. Can you tell us your name and where you're calling from?
Oh, it's Risa Joe.
Hey, Risa Joe. It's so good to talk to you.
Dead gummit. I swear. Can you hear me? Are you getting an echo?
No, you're good.
I was getting an echo in the beginning, but now I'm not.
Okay. So I sent you the email again. Did you not get it?
Now, what did you send me an email of?
Okay, it's a picture of Annie with a mask on. It's her picture, and then a picture of her with a mask on right next to each other.
I do see that. Okay, yeah, I see that. And then somebody else, a few other people sent me some pretty good stuff too.
That one.
Yeah, so yes, I did. Thank you so much for sending me that. I'm going to put one up that's even in more depth than that one and see what you think about it.
Okay, good.
How have you been?
And there's another thing. I'm good. Are you guys okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing over here on my TV screen that I try to follow everything going on.
I still haven't got my package yet. Is it getting close to coming?
Well, yeah, and I'm so sorry that you're having to wait. Everything's ready except for, like I said, I had to wait. They had back order on the sweatshirts, and so that's the only thing that we've been waiting on. So I'm so sorry that you're waiting so long.
That's okay. We do T-shirts too, so I understand
You know
about
how
back
it is.
orders and
Yeah,
stuff.
it gets that way.
There's a couple interesting things that I've heard on a couple of other things. Okay.
Okay.
One thing was today I heard that the Apple Watch doesn't connect directly to the pacemaker. Only the phone does.
Okay.
And so they're lying to us about that. So that could throw the timeline off. Okay, that's one thing.
I kind of thought that as well.
And
so,
the other thing was, Annie's into the little witchcraft stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, but if I turn my phone up, then I get an echo. It's weird.
It's okay. I don't hear an echo, so you're good.
Okay, I hear you now. And so the other thing was, Annie's into the witchcraft stuff. So she went missing on the morning of February 1st, right?
Right.
Nancy did. So there's a witchcraft holiday, and it's called something about embolic or something like that. But it's like a cleansing. So what you do
Racine, thank you so
is
much.
the area has to
Keep going. I'm sorry.
the area has to be super clean.
Yep.
Okay, and you open the back doors to let bad energy out, and you open the front doors to your future.
Mm.
Is that not weird?
That is
that's
weird.
crazy.
That's very weird.
And that 1111 True Crime channel,
Yeah.
she did a lot of in-depth stuff about that witch holiday,
Okay.
and it was just really interesting. It was interesting. And that car is a Toyota Corolla hatchback. And I don't know if that's a Starlink they have on top of it or a solar panel. Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
So I noticed right away that that's what that was.
Interesting.
But I didn't know if that was a Toyota. Like a Starlink, something for internet.
Possibly.
Or if it's like a solar panel, like for when people live in their cars or something,
Possibly. Yeah, for sure. That's a good.
I hate
point.
calling in because my voice sounds jittery because I always get nervous talking to you guys.
You sound great. You sound great.
Don't be nervous.
Anyway, you're doing a great job. I'm gonna get off. I can't wait to look at the pictures you got.
Yeah, I just pulled them up. So yeah, check this out and see what you think about it. But hey, I'm so appreciative that you called us. We really appreciate you you doing that. We love to hear from people. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right, guys. I just put this photo up. So Mike, what do you think about this?
No.
No.
But now there was one that I saw earlier while you were doing all that stuff on my TV over here.
Okay.
That has me thinking like, oh, I can see it in that one.
Which one did you see?
I don't know. It was.
I'd love to see what the chat thinks about this, guys. What do you think about this? Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
There was another picture that you put that was already put side by side, and all you had to do was put it up there.
Put a mustache on her. Dang. They want me to be technical tonight, boy. Capture says yes. Face looks more plump. Yeah, I did get another one.
Put that one up.
That Risa Joe actually did send, I think. So let me see if I can find that one, guys, and we'll put that one up. That one? That's the same one I had pulled up.
Did you ever put it up there?
Yeah, I put it over here. There may have been one more. Is that one?
No, it wasn't that one. It had to have been that other.
Yeah, this is
I
the
don't
one.
ever remember you putting it up.
Yeah, this is the one we put up. But I'll put it up.
I don't think you put it up.
I'll put it up again.
Did anybody ever see that picture that he just put up?
They can't see the picture. I put it up, but we'll put it up again. Let's let me save it right here, guys.
No, what I'm saying is in the chat, has he put another picture of them two up?
Yeah, I put them side by side.
I swear you didn't. You keep messing with my TV, yo.
All right, let's see if we can put this one up.
I'm
right
about
here.
to make you just mess with your TV.
There's like literally 3 TVs that I'm trying to coordinate this stuff on. So let's put.
And the only one I have view to is the one directly in front of me, without me looking like an idiot looking at this wall over here to my right.
All right, let's put this one up, guys, and see what you guys think about this. I almost am certain that I did this overlay earlier, but we'll do it again. So let's bring this up. Give me a second, guys. Let me resize this so you guys can see it. I won't put them through me sitting here trying to resize this. I'll just try to do it where you guys can automatically see it. This is pretty interesting, honestly. All right, so check this out, guys. I'm certain I put this up earlier, but
I didn't see it because look, see, you got this on mine. Thank you.
There you go. Savannah is 5'9" and Annie is short like Nancy. Okay. What do you guys think about that?
Now imagine having her put 2 masks on.
Grand says yes.
Imagine her putting 2 masks on.
Look at
having
this,
the
Mike.
hair down.
Seriously, look at this right here, for real. No joke. Look how that. Okay, so it's actually her right eye, right? Look how that right eye is a little droopy, and then the right eye in the perp is a little droopy as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
Shirley says no.
that to me looks more like than the other one that you had put up.
Yeah.
And did he put this up earlier?
100%. I didn't put this exact picture.
Exactly.
But I put the one on the left up and the one on the right up. Actually, the one on the left that I put up was her of the oracular rider. My mama did that picture. Awesome. It's a great picture. Great picture. So guys, keep sending stuff to me. We'll keep putting it up. I mean, we love talking to you guys. I mean, we'll stay on here as long as you guys want to talk. So phone lines are back open again. If you guys want to give us a call, give us a call. And again, if you're new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit that. Guys, somebody let me know what we are as far as on likes right now. Our goal was 250, so let's see how close to 250 we are.
He always trips me out.
We need 30 more subscribers, guys. Can we get 30 more subscribers? Then we'll reach our goal. Let me know how many likes we got, somebody, if you don't mind. I'd love to know how many we're at right now. We got to be close to 250, Mike, right? No, definitely not a match. What's up, Short Legs? Thanks for joining us. I see you all the time on Dolly.
There's really somebody
Yes.
short legs?
So we're at 900 and we're at
I was about to say, dude.
we're at 292 likes. Thanks, guys.
You see why he trips me out?
Thanks, guys. We can get to 350. We can get to 350 likes for sure.
How many did we have last time?
2.72 subs. Thanks, Christy. It's good to see you.
We have 400 last time?
We ended up getting 400, but I think the goal on the stream was 250 originally, and then we hit 300. And then we ended up with like 450. So that's what I'm saying. Thousands of people rewatch this and play and replay it. And so that's where we get a lot of our subscribers that come through.
I want to hear from Short Legs.
Short Legs is awesome. Everybody in here is awesome. Yeah, the line's open. Give us a call. You guys give us a call.
Incoming call, 404.
Wonder who this is.
I know exactly who this is.
Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Guys.
What's up?
How are you?
Joy from Georgia.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Go Dogs.
How are you all tonight?
I'm good. I saw that 404, and I was like, I know who it is.
We're wonderful.
I'm from the 404 Georgia area code.
We're so blessed to be able to talk to you tonight. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I want to tell Mike, I love that Georgia jersey shirt you have on.
Thank you so much.
I love it. That's nice.
I try to rep it well.
I'm really enjoying the show tonight. I mean, I'm so locked in to where I'm confused on what's going on now.
Yeah. One thing, Toy, that I don't mean to interrupt you, but one thing that kind of separates us that I've had a couple of calls on today, and I had a few the other night, Mike, was people enjoy watching us because they say we actually do investigative work. We don't just come on here and talk about something. We actually try to look deep into things, and we may be totally off point, right? But then again, we may hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, because you never know when you're on to something.
Right.
And I'm really just locked in tonight. And I'm like, I'm really puzzled now.
Yeah. I'm
really puzzled. But the first guy that you showed that image of, that was the AI picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see, I'm not really good on images like that because, people can draw pictures, and then when you see the real perpetrator, it totally looks different.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
So I really can't tell on that. But, I mean, and who is this person supposed to be? When you first aired tonight. The first guy that you put up.
The first person was, who was that first person you put up?
The very first person other than the AI was Carlos.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about the AI picture. You don't have a name for him.
So, no, ma'am. That was so I did a pretty deep dive into what the perp may look like without that mask on. So it's not actually someone. It's just it's an AI generated image that we think may look like what the guy looks like without the mask on.
Oh, okay. So what you did, you removed the mask or something?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. Did you? And I was listening to a call. I think maybe the call before mine, I think it was Miss Patricia.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm kind of like, I think her and I are kind of like on the same. I think we kind of got the same mindset a little bit because I'm like, I think it's like you always stick to your first instinct.
Yeah.
But because my first instinct tell me allegedly that it's still family related, and
Right.
that's what I'm sticking to.
Yeah.
But she did mention something about some guy in the foothills, and I think that's the same guy. Remember I told y'all about the Isaac Josiah
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking that's the same guy she was talking about. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that's who she's talking about.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure though.
Right. Yes,
But from
ma'am.
what she was saying about him, it sound. Did you ever check into that, Mike?
I've been checking a little bit. Tomorrow, me and my researcher are actually having a meeting. So
Okay.
I will be able to get back with you on that.
But you know what I think? I think they should lock them all up with no bond,
Yeah.
and somebody's going to start singing some blues.
I agree with you.
You just lock them up.
Yeah.
They
No,
don't want to be in jail too long. They'll go to singing.
that's right. You right about that. Somebody will for sure.
Yeah, we'll get some answers some way.
Well, the only thing with that is somebody might be making up stuff just to get out. So you don't want that either. So
Yeah.
Right, and then you can't lock them up for no
Yeah.
reason
Right.
if you don't have anything on them. I'm just tired of it. Every day, just give me a headache.
well, I don't know if you could tell my frustration in the chat in the live stream today. I'm just to the point of like, give me something to go on instead of like, does this match and this match, like, and I'm not. Please, everybody in the chat, do not get upset about me when I say this, but like in the porch guy does not mean much to me, right? Like
Yeah.
I honestly, I want to know. I think he is a pawn, and like that's me personally. I don't
Exactly.
I know
Because everybody is focused on the porch guy. Is that what you're saying?
right. I understand he's a part of it, and he's this, but at the same time, I want something tangible to go on, and with the face and the this and the like the bite light and all of that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like, okay, like I said, it could be the Grinch. Put a bite light in the Grinch's mouth and put a mask on him, and let's see if
Right, because at this point, everybody, I think I'm with you too on that one, Mike. The porch guy is like something to just throw everybody off.
Yeah. He's the distraction.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's the distraction,
He's
and
a
everybody.
distraction.
Everybody is focused on him when the real thing is, give me clues, give me something tangible that I can work with. Instead of that. That's where everybody's focused on. And
The porch guy.
you got to be think about, you'd have to be pretty smart to go, hey, let's give this distraction, and maybe they distract on this and forget about everything else. I mean, our government does it all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me think that it's higher than what it is, because it takes somebody with intelligence to be able to pull that off and come up with a narrative that they're coming up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
for sure.
at this point, they just sitting back laughing at everything now. They just somewhere looking at this laughing
Yeah.
because they not caught yet.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
But did y'all ever? And I'm not gonna hold you up, but one other person came to mind,
Okay.
and I know everybody is looking alike at this point,
Yeah.
but it's just one more person, and I'm not gonna go on anybody else because I'm just gonna originally stick to what I think,
Okay.
and I just think it's family. I think it's just inside. I just think it's family, and that's my thought on that.
Sure.
But have y'all checked out Savannah's ex-husband named Mark Orchard?
Yeah, that may be one that we're going to do on Sunday, Miss Toy. I'm looking into that a little bit more.
He got that same little, which a lot of other ones have it too, that little patch.
Yeah.
But he has that little, them eyes.
Right.
If you look at him, you'll be like, you might be like, bingo.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm definitely
You
going to check it
know,
out.
yeah, Mark Archer. That's the ex-husband.
Right.
Her first ex-husband.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've been kind of wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Allegedly.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know.
Well, you
But
always
check
bring
him out too, 'cause he looked kind of
sketchy.
suspect.
Yeah. Well, you always bring some great points up. So thank you so much for everything, and it's always a joy to
Thank
hear
you
from you.
all. I enjoy watching this show.
It's
Thank
always
you
a
so
joy to hear
much.
from you.
Okay, good to hear from you all.
You too. See
All
you
right.
later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, have a
All right.
good night.
You too. Bye
Good
bye.
night. Bye-bye.
It's always great to hear from her, right?
Yep.
Always great.
And
So,
she does always bring good information.
Yeah. So look, guys, here's what we're gonna do, and I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, Mike.
Oh.
I have no idea. But I'm gonna put a link here, guys, and if you guys want to try to join us, yeah,
is that what you were doing?
yeah, we're gonna try this out and see how it works. I have no idea if this is gonna work, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be real with you.
You feeling froggy today, aren't you?
So if you guys want to join the stream with us, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So this is my first time trying it. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back to our call-ins. I closed the call lines down for a minute. So if anybody wants to call in, and
is it the same number?
it's a link in the chat.
Oh, so you got to click on the link in the chat.
Yep.
And it is that the StreamYard thing?
Yeah, this is StreamYard. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we're about to see, guys. So if anybody wants to join us, and if not, that's cool. And that's why I don't do this a lot, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable coming up, joining live. They'd rather make calls. So I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to be honest with you. So we're going to see what happens.
Well, I'm not going to be ugly when I say this.
Okay.
But usually the first time you do something, it don't work.
Well, that's how you learn, right?
And somebody said something about, you were tripping me out tonight, and I said, yeah, he's always tripping me out. And do you know what they said?
What's that?
It's like, Michael, don't go walking with him then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've never used StreamYard before, so I use a platform called OBS, and I don't even know if this is going to work, guys. It may or may not work, so we'll see what happens.
So now we're going to be running 2 different platforms?
Just for panels. So we'll see what happens.
So what's the 5 watching right here?
Hey, Deb.
So we got 6 watching on StreamYard and like
I have no
200
idea.
watching on the other.
I don't even know if we're running dual.
You're all running dual streams right now.
Running dual streams. That's always interesting.
Because we got 5 over here.
Yeah.
6.
All right, look, guys.
That ain't gonna work, bro.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. So yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is go live. What's up, Lassie? Real quick, let me get this real quick, guys. We got one person here, so let me see what's going on here.
Hey, I just wanted to see if you could figure out how to bring me up.
Hey there, we brought you in. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's Rhonda.
Good. Let me bring Melissa in. Hey, Melissa.
Hello.
So look, guys, I'm gonna be really transparent with you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So,
All right, we'll teach you.
Am I running 2 different streams on YouTube?
No, you're not.
No, you're running a consistent stream. You just invited people to join you.
All right, so on my YouTube, they can't see you guys because I'm using StreamYard.
Yeah, they can.
Yep.
Well, I'm looking at my live feed here on YouTube.
Yeah, for some reason we're not.
Your YouTube will have a lag, but the YouTube can see us.
Okay, well, how you guys doing?
Maybe not, because I just clicked over to YouTube. And
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at you right now, and I can't see our pictures up on the screen, but you can hear us.
Yeah, they can hear you guys.
I'm telling you, you're running 2 streams.
I don't think we're running 2 streams.
So how do we have 9 in one stream chat and 250 in another?
I don't know, guys, but it's funny. I can tell you that we're gonna figure this out together.
We're 211 in your OBS or whatever, and then we're 9 in StreamYard.
Lassie says no. I can't have you on my TV and streaming on my phone. All right, guys. Lucky and Melissa,
Yes,
I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more. Okay, so
you're good.
I'm gonna go back
Right.
over to the other
What
feed.
you listen real
Yes,
quick.
yes,
What you do is you go to StreamYards before you go to YouTube.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, whenever you start a stream and you want to have guests, you start the StreamYards to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I need to start it first. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Well, listen. I would love to hear from you guys over on the other one. So I'm gonna open the phone lines back up. So you guys give us a call. Okay.
All right,
All
no
right.
problem.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all so much.
Yep.
All right. Bye bye.
Later.
Somebody's got to
Later.
keep us straight.
Yeah. Somebody's got to keep us straight. So I mean, you don't know.
Did I just call out like something technical, like I knew what I was doing?
I don't know. Maybe. But
I know we had 2 streams going.
it looked like it. So let me open the phone lines back up, guys. Yeah, so I guess I need to start StreamYard. I don't use StreamYard because
But you would still
the video is not as good on it.
But you would still have 2 because it's 2 different platforms.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do a little research. All right, guys. So I open the phone lines back up. So Lucky or Melissa, if you want to call in, give us a call. 470-499-0902. Let's see where we're at, Mike. So we need what is that? 27 more subscribers to hit 2750. So if you guys are here for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. And we've already exceeded our goal for likes. So thank you guys so much for that. I can't thank you enough. So yeah, they couldn't see him. That's what they were saying back in the
They said
chat.
Mike is right. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mike
I try
is,
to be.
Mike is always right, guys. Let's see. I have you on 2 different channels. I just switched back to YouTube.
I told you.
Yeah, you connect the YouTube to the StreamYard. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So we'll see what happens next time. But most people don't. Most people like to call in anyway, so it's all good. I'll have to learn that. That's one other thing I'll have to learn as we go, Mike. Maybe Mike can run the next show. Well, you want to run the next one, Mike?
No. I'll go and tell you. Honestly, I'll go and tell you.
Yeah.
If I have to run a show, you best believe it's going to be the best damn show, period. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to look up and call somebody and be like, hey, I need a producer for this one show.
Yeah, well, that's what we do need. We definitely need a producer. That would be great. All right, let me see if the phone lines are back open. No, they're not because I didn't turn them back on. But they're on now, guys. So if you guys want to call, give us a call. The phone lines are now back open. I'd put them on Do Not Disturb.
But I do have to. I know I get frustrated with you doing all this stuff, but I'll go and tell you, there ain't no way in hell I could do it.
It's a lot, dude.
Like,
it seems like StreamYard is much more user friendly, but it doesn't give you the same options that OBS does.
So you could.
I just got to learn them. That's all.
So StreamYard, you could use.
We've got.
There's no point in having what we have if we're gonna like with that.
Yeah, the quality of camera and everything that we have.
He went overboard on this camera.
We got 6 missed calls. Yeah, if I'm gonna stream and I want to get the full
Mac Daddy camera.
Yeah, I mean,
and the Mac Daddy lights and the.
Yeah, so I want to get the best image that we can get, the best video quality. So Queen says producer, yes indeed. Pit Road, how are you? What rub do you recommend for using on my chicken? I recommend using the all-purpose rub. So use the Patriot Pride all-purpose rub for your chicken.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, has anybody in the chat right now used any of the Patriot Pride products?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd like to know. I've shipped out a lot of it, so when you go live with StreamYard, you can always do callers first, then put a link to have the guest. That's what I did, yeah.
The only thing is
there's all the unique things you can do with StreamYard Lab also, yeah. Yeah, and that's what I did. I just didn't know how to merge the two together. So we'll see what happens. I'll do a little bit more research on it.
What about your smoking meats?
I'm going to smoke, God willing, I'm going to smoke a butt this weekend. So
I think she's wanting to know, like, what are you going to use for smoking?
It's according to what I'm cooking. If I'm cooking a Boston butt, I'm going to use the all-purpose rub. If I'm cooking a brisket, I'm going to use the Patriot Pride Burger Steak and Brisket Rub. So, guys, we had a few missed calls. So, if you guys want to call back in, hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, Adam, it's Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, thank you for calling.
Of course. I tried calling at first and it just rang and rang. And then I turned my volume back on and I heard you saying, "Oh, I had it on do not disturb." I'm like, "Of course you did."
Yeah, yeah.
That's what makes me get frustrated with him. But then I'm like, I gotta calm down because I can't do it.
So what are you up to, Melissa?
Nothing much. Same old thing, trying to relax after a busy day with my son and ABA therapy and all that good stuff.
Okay. Where are you calling from again?
Pueblo, Colorado.
How's the weather there?
It was beautiful today. A little bit cooler in the mornings. Of course, we're a desert, so we're always cooler in the morning and warm up pretty quick. So.
Right. Hold on one second, Melissa. So, Simp, so the all-purpose barbecue rub, it's not spicy at all. It's well, you wouldn't say it's spicy at all, would you, Mike?
No.
Yeah, it's more of a sweet. The burger steak and brisket is a little bit more pepper forward because you want that pepper, which when you're smoking meat attracts the smoke, and the smoke is what creates the bark. So the burger steak and brisket is a little bit, but the Patriot Pride all-purpose rub is not spicy at all.
And I wouldn't even say that any of it was spicy.
The vinegar sauce
it's got
may
a little
be
bit of pepper.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think when she's spicy, like it's not like a super hot.
No,
like,
no,
right?
no.
Like it's not. I mean, it's like related to cooking wings, right? When I order wings, like I eat a medium wing, and some medium is hot. It's not that. Like it is absolutely delicious.
All right, I'm so sorry, Melissa. So.
Oh, you're fine. And to speak in on that, I ordered all four of your, like, both of your rubs, both of your barbecue sauces. And once I opened the box, my son wanted to take a taste of one of the rubs. My son likes eating seasoning straight out of the bottles. He likes eating sauces straight out of the bottle, all that. So I let him have a little bit of the, he wanted the all-purpose rubs, like the one for burgers and steaks and all that stuff. So I let him have like maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of it. He didn't run away screaming, so that's a plus.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For him eating it, straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, for
sure. So if that helps anybody.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's a red label, that's the all-purpose, and there's a blue label, and that's the burger steak and brisket. So the red label is much more of a sweet rub. It's got just a little bit more sugar in it, and then the blue one has a little bit more pepper in it. So that's kind of the difference. And then on the sauces, the tomato-based one is just more of like a. It's not Sweet Baby Ray's at all.
Vinegar kind of.
Well, no.
Type.
So the original sauce is more of a tomato-based one, but then we have the vinegar sauce, and it is much more of a vinegar, based sauce.
And it's a different vinegar.
Yeah.
It's not like what you would think. It's that
old school
100-year-old
vinegar
sauce.
Yeah.
Nice.
So thank you so much for ordering that. But so anyway, what do you think about this case, Melissa? What do you think is going on, and do you think that the AI created image has any valid or merit to it?
It could. I mean, we don't have very much to go off of. We're all kind of shooting blind. So, in my opinion, it could be very close. It really could be. But really, we're all shooting in the dark. So almost anything's possible. It's like we're searching for aliens. We know they exist, but we haven't fully seen them yet.
Right.
So
for sure, yeah. We kind of know it's out there, but we don't know, right?
Exactly. And that's what's so intriguing about this case. I think if it wasn't one for Savannah being who she is and being popular, it would be intriguing just because of that. Because we all want to know, We all go down the rabbit hole. Curiosity is part of human nature.
For sure.
So that's the main reason why this is an interesting case to everybody, is not just because of Savannah, it's just because we don't know and we want to know.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And there's just so many different possibilities, and there's just so much out there, right? We don't know which way to turn. That's what's so crazy about it,
It is. And like one thing I wanted to say on Dolly's panel, you were on the panel with us the other night and we were totally off topic.
Right.
I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah.
but like I wanted to say, if given I have a special needs kid, like my house is almost like Fort Knox. I still have a baby gate up on his room and he's 14. I use the doors on my locks,
Sure.
the locks on my doors, so why would you have a door propped open?
Yeah.
Even if it's just a back door? Like, it makes no sense to me, especially with her age. You would think the family would take more care.
Yeah,
and
for
be
sure.
more concerned. And it baffles me with all the cases I hear about, these kids with autism running away. My son was born deaf and he's on the spectrum. So he's nonverbal, and like I seriously had my house like Fort Knox. Like my 18-year-old daughter's like, "Why we gotta do this?" I'm like, "Because we do."
Right.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
So it just baffles me that, like, the family has the money to put up the precautions needed,
Yeah.
and they didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird to me, and I'm not putting any accusations or blame
Yeah.
on Savannah at all, but for her to have her out there in the public as much as she did, Mike, and on the morning show, and all those pieces, why in the world did she not have better security for her? At least have
Yep.
interior cameras that she can watch her on. It just doesn't
Oh,
make
yeah.
any sense to me. Or if nothing else, why not put a gate around that property?
Well,
Yep.
here's my biggest thing, right? She's missing and all of that stuff, and we can pursue, assume things. Why are you putting cameras up now, and why are you putting security systems up now? Like, that's to me is what's
That's sus. Yeah.
Why do it now, but you wouldn't do it before? Like, and I'm not being more than likely she's probably not coming back. Like, why are you putting up anything now?
Yeah, it's
I could
unfortunate.
understand is if we, she ended up did walking off, and then she came back, and you put up the cameras, and you were like, and count your blessings.
Yeah,
and be
so
like,
you can spot her.
right
Yeah.
now to do stuff like that now, like that's way too late in the game. You
Yeah,
already
I agree.
that bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Melissa. Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling over here. I really do. I appreciate that.
Of course. I kind of felt bad when we were so off course and you jumped in. I'm all like, oh, we didn't even talk about the case by the time Adam joined us.
That's okay. What we may do, I don't know, I hadn't talked to Mike about it, but we may, after this stream, because we're about to wind down, we may come back on and just do more of a opinion style like we did that Friday night, to where I may set that StreamYard up to where we can actually get a link and people can come on here, and I may do some just interactive, maybe for an hour or so. We'll do some interactive communication with everybody that may want to jump back on here. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, that'd be totally cool.
Yeah, we may jump back on and just talk about whatever. May not necessarily be the Nancy case, but if so, that's fine too.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that'd be great. I'll look forward to that.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. It's always good to hear from you.
Of course. Have a good evening,
Thank
Adam,
you.
and have a good evening, Mike.
You too.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Melissa's always good to talk to.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna leave this number up for just a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna wind this thing down. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please just make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've done well tonight. You guys have done awesome. We are about 37 off from 2750, and I knew that was going to be a hefty number, a lofty goal. but that's okay. I know we'll hit it with people that are watching the replays and everything. So, but just real quick, if you're here for the first time, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit, and we help give back to military families in need. So if you guys are a military family and you may need some support, or if you know a military family that may need some support, please go to www.patriotprideusa.org, and there's a contact us link there that you can contact us, and we'll be glad to help or try to help in any way we can. So, but main thing is we just need you guys to watch us and get the name Patriot Pride out there. So I think we're in the top 2% of small YouTube channels in growth, and that's all thanks to you guys. So again, I know thousands of people rewatch this, so please just make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button, we've exceeded our like goals tonight, Mike, so that's always good. So thank you guys for that. Good. So like I said, I'm going to leave this number up for like 2 more minutes, guys, and then I'll take it down.
So you want to go back on in a little bit?
What do you want to do?
I want to get something to eat.
All right. So why don't we do this, guys? Why don't we shut it down, and why don't we come back on at midnight? You want to do that, Mike?
Yeah.
Give us about 20 minutes. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll set up a panel then, and if you guys want to come on, then we'll jump on the panel, and then what I may do is do the panel, and then we'll do some call-ins after the panel if people don't want to join live. You want to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I just got to get something to eat before I get hungry.
All right, guys. Well, listen, hey, I want to thank you guys so much for everything that every week twice a week they show up, right? We got one more call. Let's take one more call. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good. How are you doing?
Can you hear me okay?
Can hear you just fine. Can you hear us?
Okay, I sure can. It's Shauna.
Hey, Shauna. I was hoping you'd call in
from
tonight.
Tennessee. Oh, I'm not the other Shauna. I feel like I'm getting mixed up with some different Shaunas, but
we love to hear from both Shaunas. So.
Okay.
Where are you calling from?
It's a Tennessee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a member through Buy Me a Coffee.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if that matters. Okay.
No, I know
if that
who you
helps
are.
you.
I know who you are.
Okay. Well, I haven't talked to y'all since I was in the hospital and everything, and you became monetized. So congratulations. Although I don't know what that means.
Well, thank you so
I'm like
much.
Mike. I'm like Mike. I'm like I don't know. I don't know.
He has to send me all this information. He sends me, and I'm like, what am I looking at, bro?
Well, it's a blessing.
Like Chinese algebra.
Yeah, for sure. It's a blessing to be monetized because YouTube has that much faith in us. And we were monetized like 10 times faster than most people do. But what people don't understand is YouTube takes 30% of everything, you know. So it's such a high percentage. And if you go to that QR code there through Buy Me a Coffee, they only take 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate everybody, but if you guys really want to contribute to the cause, the organization gets to
direct donation.
Yeah, the organization gets to keep 20% more if you do it through Buy Me a Coffee. So, but
and you know, I guess I'm not a YouTuber. I'm technology challenged from heck. I was lucky. I figured out how to order your barbecue sauce and your rub.
You did a great job.
And I've been hacked a million times, I guess. I think my kids tell me just stay offline.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why it's frustrating because I pay for premium, like YouTube Premium, so I don't get the ads or anything. But I feel like giving through you or like Venmo or PayPal, like I don't want to get. No offense, I don't want to give 30% of what I can donate to anyone other than the creators.
You want to,
So,
and that's a great point. And that's such it's an unfortunate thing because people don't realize that. And you know, I'm not sitting here trying to put any platform down. I'm just trying to tell the truth because you guys need to know where your money's going, right? And so that's a great point that you just brought up.
And I didn't know that for the longest time. I only started like watching YouTube during honestly any YouTube channel at all, but when I got into crime was during the Depp versus Heard case. And then I went down the whole true crime rabbit hole, and then that was a whole other thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I knew nothing, and here I am sending, little super chats here and there, and then I find out that, I mean, I'm not giving to YouTube. I already pay for a premium. I'm giving to those of you that are good creators and aren't scammers. And boy, I've learned my lessons. Like, seriously, I have. And my daughter, actually, I didn't even know. I mean, she's 32 years old, but she gets on my account, and then I get these like blocks and emails that I was nasty in a chat, and I'm like, I'm never like nasty. Well, she's apparently using my YouTube, and she's, anyway, sorry, rabbit hole. I apologize.
That's okay.
But no, I think it's good that you guys as in you creators, need to mention that, because a lot of us don't have, like, we give what we can, and I certainly don't want to give more to any platform, like, unless it's the creator that I believe in. Anyway, I did not mean to go down that rabbit hole.
That's a great point. No, I'm glad
Well,
you did
and the biggest thing is, like, I have a hard time, like, asking, and
of course,
just because, like, my heart is here, and I want to do, and that's why I'm on this, is to help raise awareness and all that kind of stuff, and people can do what they can do. I'm not on here for my financial gain, and Adam's not on here for his financial gain. Like, we do what we do.
We have careers outside of this.
Because of our military, and what the military gives me every day to be able to go to my careers and to be able to go to my business is what little time we put on here is well worth for me to just say, hey, thank y'all, and being able to give to the families, and being able to do that kind of stuff is the main reason you even see me on YouTube.
And that's what I've learned over the past, like, several months. I've literally given money to certain channels that claim to be this or that, and I've tried to do it through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever, and then I don't get into the drama. I'm too old for that. I don't listen to all this stuff, but it's people like yourself, like, that have actually brought me back to following YouTube again. Just recently, when I was laid up in the hospital, I didn't have a whole lot to do, but and then through MAB, I learned of y'all, and I believe in your mission, and I get it. I mean, I don't get it because I'm not a content creator, but clearly there are a lot of people of all different genres on YouTube. Like, I'm a huge, like, cruiser. Like, I love cruising. And I followed YouTubers that they've quit their jobs because they make more money on YouTube, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. So
there's a lot
with
of work.
y'all, I mean, and with y'all having your barbecue business and your, Mike, you coaching, and Adam, I don't mean to be ugly, but I know you do things outside of this clearly, but I can only imagine the time it takes to do all this. But it seems like
if you knew what all he did outside of this, you'd be like, how do you have time? That's why I give him such a hard time. He works more than anybody I know, and I think I work a lot. And I'm like, how
and
do you
that's
have
before
time?
YouTube, right?
Right.
That's before YouTube.
How do you even have time to do the research?
Right. No, it's much respect. So, especially with your mission, and that's why I'm kind of changing the way my trajectory is going as far as, following YouTube and whatnot. But honestly, I just really wanted to call and say that I got my my package from y'all for the barbecue rub and the sauce.
Awesome.
We have not used it yet, but can I ask you a question, Adam?
Certainly.
Literally, like, you make this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Package it, make it. Do you send it out?
So I send it out. So it's my recipe, and we got a little bit larger than what I could make in my kitchen. So I have a co-packer
I can only imagine.
Yeah, so I have a co-packer that actually bottles it, and so I store it, and I send it out. So,
and then we go and pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so we go pick it up from the co-packer and we store it, and then we send it out when we get the orders in.
You know what? And from what I've understood, I mean, I have a hard time sending out letters in the mail. I can only imagine,
awful.
like,
the postage.
But I
is
have
terrible.
to say, well, you know what? I have to say, I've ordered things from different creators trying to support them, and it might be 6 months later. I get it, and this was not even a month. So, I mean, with everything going on, I just want to say that just shows that you're all about it. So
yeah, well, thank you so much for that. We
try
to
be.
be.
You to call in once you have tried it, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I will.
I'm
almost
wanting a beggar just to go and open it up and put it and just try the.
Well, this weekend,
original barbecue sauce.
Yeah, my 31-year-old son, he is like the chef in our family, and we're having a family dinner on Sunday.
Nice.
And he's a huge, like, I don't know where this kid got it.
Yeah.
But he is, I mean, he's a Marine one.
Nice.
So maybe heating up MREs, they're way different than they were when I was in. But this kid can frickin' cook.
Do you know what he's cooking?
A butt? I don't know what that means.
So
butt?
so make sure he uses the Patriot Pride all-purpose rub.
I think that's what I got. I
Yeah.
I got the rub. I got one rub and one sauce.
I think you got the
to
red.
try.
Yeah, so it's red. It's a red label. So it's the Patriot Pride all-purpose barbecue rub. So yeah. So what he needs to do, real quick, is he needs to, and I'm not trying to tell him how to do it, but this is what I do.
No.
So
he'll
he needs
appreciate
to
it.
he needs to put a binder on the butt, which is what I use as mustard, and don't be fearful of that because you'll never taste any of the mustard. So use a binder.
I love mustard.
Put the mustard on the butt all over, and then be very liberal with the rub. So take the all-purpose rub, put it on. Don't rub it in, pat it on, and you can't use too much of this stuff. So. So and what that mustard does, it's just what it says it is. It's a binder, so it helps attract and keep that rub on there throughout the cook. And so make sure he cooks it fat side up. So put the mustard on it, put the rub on it very very liberally, and cook it fat side up.
And you know why you cook it fat side up?
I'm teaching Mike.
You know why?
I was like, I have no idea. I just, my son probably does, but
it's so all that fat can drain down into it.
Yeah, and fat's flavor, right? So yeah, all the fat drains down into the butt. So.
Well, I will make sure that I play this back for him and be like, see, you better do it right. But no, I mean, he's like I said, he's a Marine, and I know he'll appreciate the cause. And heck, you might get a huge order from him because he's all about ordering, because he's, like I said, he's become the chef. But
awesome.
I digress. My whole point is the fact that you know what I ordered.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I'm just saying, So I'm glad to be part of the first 1,000 or whatever, that saying about the first 2,500. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Well, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're part of us.
You'll always be a grassroots.
Yes, for sure.
There we go.
Yeah.
An OG, right?
That's right.
Hey, listen, you guys, like I said, I've been duped and suckered in with my own ignorance, but y'all are just, and you're not far from us, just so you know. Like, you're good people. I can tell that. Just, you're going to grow. You're going to get big, in my opinion, because of what you're doing and why you started this. Just don't ever change. And I don't think I even need to tell you that, but there's people that do this for the wrong reasons, but you are definitely doing it for Ryan and the rest of us that have served or are family members of those that have served. That's the biggest message, and I love it. I love what you're doing. Well, with that being said, before I start crying, I don't want to keep you. My thought on the Nancy Guthrie case.
Yes.
Okay, this is, any way you look at it, I don't, like, before our lifetime, the only other case close to this, from what I understand, is the Lindbergh case.
Okay.
There's never been, I mean, if you're a freaking anyone, especially a celebrity,
Right.
You're not going to keep quiet. So what does that mean? To me, there's way more to it. And you know, you look at the, what is it called? The Octum razor or whatever you call it, like
Octum's
right
razor.
under your nose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I pray for that family. I pray for Miss Nancy, but there's just way more to it. And my very first thought when this started, like 60 some days ago,
yeah,
I thought about Cameron. Not that he's involved, but with his security clearance and what he did in the military.
Yeah.
And if you go back and look at the things is it that? I don't think it's like trafficking, like as far as just randomly picking a rich neighborhood. I mean, I stopped watching all the coverage from over there because it's just so many. I feel stupider or more stupid the more I watch.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to those boots on the ground covering it, but it's like there's all these different theories, but something's just it's just not right. It's just not right. I mean, there's more to it, and I want to know when that's going to come out.
Yeah.
Because any other case, I mean, I'm telling you, and people keep saying if it was my mother, my grandmother, my family member, I'd be out there holding signs, screaming from the rooftops. But especially if you're in a public, like a public person, whether it be celebrity or just a big time YouTuber or a movie star.
Right.
Why? It's sus. Being so quiet is suspect, which tells me they know.
Yeah.
They all know.
Right.
So just come out and say so. You don't want people coming around the neighborhood. You don't. Now they're, from what I hear, and it could be a rumor, they're thinking about taking that sweet memorial down outside her house. It's like almost like the Stepford Wives is what that neighborhood reminds me of, with the way the neighbors are.
Yeah, it's crazy for sure.
It's weird, but there's more to it. And I think if and when it does come out, I don't think our minds are going to be blown. I think, I'm not saying anyone in the family will be arrested or is responsible, but I think they know. I think they know.
Yeah.
And it's like, just come out and say so.
I think more people know than they're letting on, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Take everyone out of the equation.
Yeah.
Just the fact of the circumstances. If I'm on the Today Show and I'm a prominent anchor, which, I mean, I didn't know much about Savannah, but or Cameron, but the silence is weird.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just weird.
For sure.
Anyway, I didn't mean to keep y'all so long. I just really wanted to call and say I appreciate y'all. I'm proud of y'all. And
well, thank you so much. Yeah,
you know,
we've been blessed. We're in the top 2% growth of small YouTube channels. So, you know,
I heard you say that. That's amazing.
It's a testament to you guys.
I mean, I
we
think
really appreciate it.
I know y'all do.
Yeah.
And God bless y'all. And hey, Mike, that glove. Listen, I played softball when I was younger, and that glove you gave away. That's
nice.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was very nice. So he's really going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
We're blessed. Our manufacturer and all has blessed us with the top quality, the best that you can get. So I can't wait for him to get it and then come back on and let everybody know how good it was.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
Sean, it's always good to hear from you. Thank you so much.
You guys, God bless y'all, and thank you for letting me talk. I swear I just meant to call him real quick.
We love it.
Okay.
We appreciate it. So we'll see you later.
Yes, y'all keep going. God bless y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Kelly, yes, you are right. You probably did hear my stomach growl.
All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut this one down, and we're going to take about 15 minutes or so. And if you guys want to come back, it's going to be totally interactive. So I think I'm going to try to, Mav, I may give you a call because I need a little help on something. So we're going to do probably panels, and if not panels, we're just going to do a call-in show. And we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. So it doesn't have to be Nancy. We'll talk about whatever you want to. So give us to 12:15, and if you guys want to come back and jump on here, like I said, it'll be strictly interactive. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us.
You can stay up for 5
Yeah,
minutes,
I need to talk to you, Mab. Thank you guys so much. If you're here for the first time, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button. So thank you guys so much. We love you guys. We appreciate all of your support. And if you guys want to come back, then check us out at 12:15. So thank you guys. We'll see you later.
See you.